now
right,
go down
we go, guys.
to Dr. Bogus with the captains.
Most exciting part of the game right here is the coin toss.
All right, gentlemen, I'm Mr. Ragsdale, it's Mr. Davis, okay? Expect good sportsmanship both sides tonight. Hustle, play hard, okay? For y'all the visitors, you have a choice to call. What you gonna call?
Tails.
Tails?
Yeah.
All tails. That's gonna be heads right there. That'll be tails. If I drop it, we'll do it again, okay? It is tails, it is.
One defer.
Stand right there.
Did we actually win a toss, Doc?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an unusual thing for us. We won the toss. We want to go on defense first if we can stop their offense and take the ball down the field and score and get this game started off right.
So what's the mood of the team? How was it in the locker room?
We're in good shape physically, emotionally. They're fired up and ready to play ball. Great night for football. Not quite as hot as it has been. The field's in good shape. We got one little problem. Our sideline is only about probably 7 yards deep. So you're going to be seeing plays come to that sideline. You're going to be seeing a scatter over there. And the other thing is that the bench is right in front of the student section. A lot of those horns, a lot of hollering. So that may create a little bit of a noise problem for us. But otherwise, we're ready to go.
All right. Appreciate it, Doc.
Good to be back, guys.
Yeah, what season are you in, by the way, or have you done forgot?
I forget a lot of stuff, I can tell you that. This is the start of number 40.
I was going to say a lot of them.
Yeah, number 40.
Well,
I've seen a lot.
Good to have you, Doc. And as always, Doc's reports are brought to you by Marshall Therapy and Sports Rehab as Southside has made their way to the field. And now we're waiting on the entrance of the Wildcats. And here come the Wildcats.
Let me call out our captains for tonight. It was number 2, Brandon Fusell, number 4, Antonio Spurgeon, number 10, E.J. Havis, and 51, McCormick Langford. That was where our captains for tonight.
One thing I'd like to bring up real quick, and we'll mention some other things as we go through the night, but, change in region, which I think it's going to be a lot better and a lot more competitive as Scottsboro and Arab are coming down from 6A to 5A. And we lose Fairview and West Point. So we got more county competition and closer trips, which I think is better, and it's going to be more competitive.
Yeah, it's a much better region schedule, like you said, and this being the third team. Now, this is not a region game, but they were the other team that dropped from 6A, so that's 3 6A teams that's dropped down we've got on the schedule this year. And giving them the eye test, they look pretty big and physical from what I saw in the pregame warm-up. So
it
may be a good one tonight.
Yeah, it should be. And, in the preseason poll, Southside was one of those teams receiving votes. So you basically have a top 10 matchup here.
Yeah, and I believe they made the playoffs last year.
They did.
As the 6A team.
They did. They made it at 5-5 and finished at 5-6. And being the first game of the year, we're going to give you the starting lineups for the Wildcats. We're about to have the kickoff, so we'll do those as we progress here early in the quarter, as Guntersville will be in their white jerseys with the cardinal red trim, cardinal red pants, red headgear with a white G. Southside's in their black pants, red tops, white numerals, white helmets with the garnet red paw print. And from our vantage point, as we are set up on the home side, Guntersville will be kicking from our right to our left. And we're about underway with game 1 of the 2022 season. Diego Lugo, the new kicker this year for the Wildcats, kicks off. Ball's taken at about the 23-yard line and not much there. And we got a fumble on the play, fumble on the kick, and it looks like the Cats have it. Let's wait for the official signal. This would be huge to start. Wildcat ball, no signal, but we'll take it. We got a change of possession.
So big turnover on the kickoff.
Huge.
And that was number 3, I believe. I saw shoot in there first to make the hit, Trayvon Avery, and I couldn't pick up the other ones. That's on the far side of the field, and they were in a pile.
So the Cats, great field position at the 22-yard line. And I tell you, Jeff, especially when you're on the road, that's what you need. That's a great break right there for the Wildcats.
Yeah. Set the tempo early.
Quarterback this year in the gun, Antonio Spurgeon. Number 4 hands it off to number 26, C.J. Gomera, and he'll get a couple yards.
Pretty good pickup on first down. Going off that right side, they got a good push from that right side of the line.
And we got a whole new backfield with Cole McCarty transferring down to Moody and Logan Pate graduating, which C.J. Gomera got a lot of good carries last year. He's now a starter. Julian Jordan, you'll see a lot of him in the backfield too, number 5.
Really impressed with the sophomore. We watched him last week
in the Jamboree. Yeah. I was impressed with a lot of the underclassmen last week.
And Gomera's got a lot of experience. We've seen him play a lot over the last 2 or 3 years.
So here we are, 2nd down and 5 from the 17 for the Cats. Spurgeon will take it himself after the fake to Gomera on the read option, and not a whole lot there. It's going to be 3rd and short. Looks like it's going to be got a little bit more than I thought. It looks like by the chains.
They're moving the chains.
Well, they're moving. Hey, first down.
And we were talking about that pregame. We saw nothing but straight handoffs last week, and I said, with Spurgeon, I think he's going to be a little better running quarterback, and I would probably see some read option tonight. We just saw it, Spurgeon going for the first down there.
So a 1st and 10 for the Cats. Move the chains at the 12, and we will have a timeout Guntersville. And we will take it with them as they are driving and knocking on the door. We'll be right back. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football. Boy, that was a huge turnover.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bonds Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Oh, Gomera, big carry there. Pick up
As we come back to action, C.J. Gomera right up the gut. Nice carry by C.J.
Yeah, right up the middle. Good push from the line. He slips through there.
Looks like it's going to be marked around the 6-yard line. They can actually get a first down without getting a touchdown. It's 2nd and 5 from the 7. Just underway here at Southside. Southside fumbled the opening kickoff if you're just joining us here on WTWX. Guntersville driving.
Read option. And
Spurgeon takes it himself. Not a whole lot. Nice ankle tackle there.
He might have got a yard out of it. Read option there. A little slow developing on that one.
Going to be 3rd down and showing about 3rd and 4 from the 6. And this is one after that turnover, Jeff. You really need 6
here. Really want to get the points on the board.
Right. They can
We're going to try to draw them off like we do
everybody else, and guess what? It works.
It works every time.
Well, you know, Doc, we hadn't played them since '89. So,
I know.
Maybe
they hadn't seen it yet.
Well, everybody else sees us, and they still do the same thing.
I was going to say it doesn't matter if you see tape or not. They're going to do it at least once a game. So that is going to be a, let's see, after the step off.
Half the distance. It's not going to quite be a first down.
Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and just inches. Of course, the scoreboard showing 1st and goal at the 3, but the marker showing 3rd and a hair. Spurgeon takes it himself, and he will walk in. Nice hole opened up by the offensive line. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, good job on that right side. He had a nice gap just to walk through. He could have walked in, I believe, on that side. So good job on that right side. Who's on that right side for us?
Well, yeah, while we got a second, let me mention some of the starters on the line. Left tackle Royce Balkums, number 75, a junior. Left guard, number 71, Ethan Pass, a junior. 54, the center, junior Cade Altum. Right guard, 78, Tay Armour. Right tackle, 51, McCormick Langford. So a nice job on that right side. The kicker is Diego Lugo, a soccer player, and his kick is up and true. So with 9:25 to go in the first, Cats strike first, 7-0. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this Community Channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Back to action, number 88, Diego Lugo, set to kick off after the Wildcat touchdown by Antonio Spurgeon. Kick goes to about the 21. Two Southside Panthers run into each other, and not much there. And do we have another fumble?
Get it, we got it.
My goodness, we're 2 for 2. Another turnover at about the 25, 24-yard line.
And it was a host of Wildcats.
It was.
Nate Peterson got that ball.
Nate Peterson, number 15.
And that was McElrath on the first fumble, and Peterson follows it up on this kickoff.
I tell you, that was confusion because you had 2 Panthers going for the ball at one time.
Yeah. So far, that's our best play.
Hey, the kickoff. So far, the MVP is Lugo.
Yeah, well, he does a good high kick. He doesn't kick it deep, but it's very high, and it gives the kickoff team time to get down there, the coverage team. So
1st and 10 for the Cats from the Southside 25. Everything's been deep in Southside territory. There's the first carry for Jordan, and that was blown up from the get-go, about a loss of 5 to the 30. He was about hit as soon as he got the handoff there.
Yeah.
So it's going to be 2nd and 15 from the 30.
Linebackers for Southside, they read that one all the way, and they closed on it. It was a little slow developing again.
Yeah.
He's taking it. He may be taking a touch long on his read there. He might have to do a little bit quicker on the read.
And some of the stuff we're going to see tonight is going to be things that just take time
to
gel, Antonio Spurgeon in the gun. This will be his first pass attempt of the night on 2nd and 15. Nice pass over to Sam Kennedy over at the sideline. He'll pick up the lost yardage plus a little bit.
Yeah, just a roll out to the right side there. Spurgeon hits Kennedy. Good throw and good catch. Hits him right in the numbers.
It'll be a 3rd and 7. Cats trying to draw Southside off again. Doesn't work this time. Let's see if the Cats convert this 3rd down. Spurgeon rolls out to his left. Pass is complete. And we got a fumble. They do call it a reception and a fumble, and it will be Southside ball. So Southside gets one of the turnovers right back. That was number 9, Cam Logan, on the reception. And as soon as he hauled it in, he was hit. So a big play for the Panthers there. If they would have gone down by 2 scores, that could have been trouble in the early going.
Yeah, but they come up with a turnover of their own, so now we'll get our first look at the defense tonight for Guntersville.
That's right. It'll be a 1st and 10 from just outside the 20-yard line for Southside. Still 7-0 Cats. Southside dodges a bullet there. Quarterback's number 10, Brooks Neesmith. A 6'3", 190-pound junior that I heard's been being looked at by several schools. He hands off, nothing there. Number 22, a junior, Everett Grizzard.
Who was that? Was that EJ on the tackle? I didn't see who crashed in there.
There's a mass of humanity there on the tackle.
I believe that was Hayes.
I believe it was. And EJ had a great jamboree against New Hope last week, the quarterback of the defense.
Yeah, he was all over the field.
That was Clifton on that tackle.
Oh, was
Clifton,
it?
Okay,
Avery Clifton. Thanks, Doc. From our perch up here, we couldn't see that. 2nd down and 13 from the 18. Neesmith back for his first pass. Has a man, but overshoots him. That's his favorite receiver, number 1, Cody Roberts,
and he had him open for a second. Fusel was closing in from that safety spot.
He had him streaking.
Yeah.
I heard earlier that's his top receiver. 6'1", 180, a lanky receiver with some speed there.
Yeah.
Blazing down the field.
He showed it. That just straight fly right down the middle.
Yeah. So 3rd and 13, big 3rd down play here for the Wildcats to get the ball back. Be nice to get a 3 and out and be on offense again. There's a quick screen over here to the near side. Just trying to get something was number 1, Cody Roberts. Gets a few, but it's going to be way short of the first down. Pickup of about 3, and it'll be 4th and about 9. So a nice stand there by the Guntersville defense.
Was that 16 Taylor on the tackle? It had to be 16.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, number 16, Evan Taylor.
Yeah.
Back deep, I hadn't mentioned him tonight because we've had fast and furious action. Mr. Do-It-All, Brandon Fusel, All-State wide receiver, also back to return the punts.
Also All-State in basketball. He gets a great all-around athlete.
He is.
Uh-oh.
Bobbled snap, and boy, we might catch this one. That is out into the stands, and that's going to be a, you know, Doc, I mention this every year. That's one of my golf shots. I had to get that in first game. That was
the dreaded S.
Don't even say it.
I know.
Don't even say it.
I'm not going to say that word.
All right.
We'll take it.
I don't think that ball went, it wasn't even going to be close to y'all. It didn't go 5 yards, I don't think.
So, hey, after the turnover, the Cats have once again great field position, 1st and 10 from the Panther 25-yard line.
Yeah, he had a little trouble handling it, looked like, and then the pressure got to him, so he just tried to get rid of it quick and kind of S-ed it over to the side.
This is the 3rd possession for the Cats, all deep inside Southside territory. Here's Fusel. Brandon makes 2-3 miss, and he goes out of bounds. Pickup of about 11 or 12. 1st down Wildcats. Move the chains.
Fusel, just a good athlete. Good all around, good speed. I think he's one of those with that edge, though. He's just so competitive. I think that's what makes him good in anything, basketball, football.
And some of the things he does in football and basketball you can't teach.
Yeah.
You know. So a 1st and 10 from the Southside Panther 14-yard line. Fusel wide over here to the near side. Far side, Sam Kennedy and Cam Logan. And looks like we're going to have a timeout by, or wait a minute, do we have an equipment issue or a cramp or something? Cam Logan just went out, and in for him will be, looks like number 15, Dave Peterson. So
they got him from not having his knees covered.
Oh, my goodness. The old dreaded no knees covered. Here we go with Gomera right up the gut. Pickup of a few there. It'll be 2nd down.
Right off that left side. Good quiet break free off from that left defensive end.
So it'll be just outside the 10. 2nd down and 7 from the 11. Cats up 7-0, and they really need to cash it in here. Hate to sound greedy, but when you have these opportunities, you need to cash in. 6 minutes to go.
Yeah,
probably after this play, if not.
Yeah, we're starting to get a little rain over here, boys. I tell you, after my last trip down here in the rain, I don't want to see that again.
Oh, you're feeling the rain? There's a Spurgeon
Good
takes it
read
himself.
option.
Read
He's
option
going.
into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. 11 yards out. Antonio Spurgeon, a great read. He put it in the gut of Gomera, took it back, and took it in almost untouched.
Yeah, is that a flag down
Yeah,
over
we
there?
got a flag over here probably for unsportsmanlike conduct.
On us?
I can't tell who it's on. I think it's on them.
Let's see what the penalty is.
But I thought they had Gomera hemmed up, but Spurgeon did a good job on the fake that time, then turned it up off that right side and took it to the house.
Let's hope Hankies aren't going to fly all night. I was at the Arab Albertville game last night, and they're going to need heavy-duty washers to wash all those, except it's artificial turf at Albertville. But they threw a lot of flags, and it's a personal foul on, it looks like both ways. So it'll be offsetting. So after all that, we got offsetting fouls. I'm going to get into tonight's schedule when I have a minute. Last night was one game where Arab, one of our new region opponents, put it on Albertville by a score of 47-14. Arab looked very good last night. We'll see them in mid-October as Lugo's extra point is up and good. And with 5:48 to go in the first, Wildcats lead it 14-0. We'll be right back. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and it's available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Obrig and Patterson in Guntersville.
RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585. As loyal fans for over 6 decades, this team of former Wildcats is proud to support Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Beard and Beard Attorneys at Law would like to wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage their fans to attend the games and cheer them on.
Hi, this is Paul Harris with State Farm in Guntersville, your local State Farm agent. I am a proud Guntersville alumni and Wildcat athletic supporter. Please give us a call at 256-582-3250 or come by and see us at 1246 Gunter Avenue across from the gas border for all your insurance needs. We are here to help life go right. Best of luck and go Wildcats.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
At Barney Hood Stadium, and as we wait for the kickoff, I'd like to mention the schedule tonight. Of course, Arab and Albertville was last night. Very interesting game in Jacksonville. Boaz, a lot expected out of the Pirates this year. They're at Jacksonville. Susan Moore's at Douglas. That should be an interesting game. DAR at Sardis. Asbury at Gaston. Brindley Mountain at Cherokee. And Fort Payne is at Scottsboro. And then Saturday night, Crossville goes to Ider. Trip up Highway 75 to play the Hornets on Saturday.
Yeah, you know, I was reading in the preseason things, Boaz with 22 seniors, Arab with 20. And
we got 11.
Yeah, so there's going to be two tough teams in the county and region.
Yeah, my early prediction, it's wide open to win this region this year. I look at Guntersville, Arab, and Boaz. I mean, and who knows, there might be somebody else that sneaks in the mix. Douglas made the playoffs, and Coach Lyles has those guys going. We got a heat timeout, but we'll keep it here. So we got some good games, and something, Jeff, I brought up to you earlier, and this would be a good bet with a friend or something because I didn't even know it till I read it the other day. But Guntersville actually currently has the longest road winning streak in the state.
Yeah, that's
12.
never would have thought that. Hadn't really thought about it.
And the first thing I thought of that others might think of is Hanley. Well, that was neutral site at the Crampton Bowl in Montgomery.
Yeah.
The last loss the Cats had, you and your dad broadcasted the year before I started, back in October 4th of 19 at Madison County, a 44-37 game.
And it was a heck of a game, too. Yeah, and
I remember listening to it. It was a wild back-and-forth affair.
And I really hated to lose that game.
So that was the last true road loss. So I don't want to jinx us tonight, which we're up 14.
Well, we've started off pretty well. Southside,
yeah.
we played the entire first quarter so far on their half of the field.
Like inside.
I knew at a very early age I wanted to be a pharmacist. I started working in a drugstore dipping ice cream at 15 years old.
Buddy is not only my mentor and my boss, he's also my uncle. It's a small town and we live in a great community. They're not only patients to us, they're friends.
He and his staff go above and beyond in treating you as a person, not as a prescription number.
Everyone loves Buddy Bunch. Everyone in this community loves and appreciates it.
Buddy's in Montgomery when we're having our legislative session days, when we have committee meetings. He's always there. He's educating us on what it truly means to the independent pharmacist.
Health Mart's been a part of my business about as long as Health Mart has existed, and it feels like you have someone to kind of lean on, almost like you have a home office you can call if you have a problem.
The big guys, your son or your daughter wake up sick in the middle of the night, they're not going to come and open their doors. Buddy Bunch does that for people. He does that.
You wake up in the morning and you know you're going to the pharmacy and you know you're going to be there about 10 hours. You better like it, and I really do. I wouldn't do anything else.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Side's offense about to come on the field again, and the only time they've had it was a 3-and-out. Nice stand by the Guntersville defense. Diego Lugo set to kick off for the Cats. Nice high kick toward the sideline, let it go, and it almost hits Doc over there, and unfortunately Doc's out of bounds, so it's a penalty.
Yeah, they threw the flag right at me. Illegal touching.
Legal touching by the sideline reporter.
All right, well.
So we got a penalty, so that'll give Southside a few more yards as they do the step off, and the official will put it down at the 35-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And if you're Southside, you really need something good to happen here.
And that's really about as far as they've been tonight, I believe.
I think
about
it is.
35-yard line.
Yeah, 30-35. So here we go again. Under center, Brooks Neesmith. He'll be in the gun, single set. Number 22, Everett Grizzard. Man in motion. Fakes to Grizzard. Little pitch off, and the Cats were not fooled right there. That's number 23, Mason Teague, Jr., that was in motion that ended up taking the pitch.
Yeah, that was McElrath made the first hit and tied him up. I think that was Frazier came in there, and him and another one finished it off.
That's what I would call assignment football right there.
The defense played that one pretty well.
Pickup of a yard, so it's 2nd down and 9. And let's see, we have a whistle, and it looks like I don't know if we got another equipment malfunction or what. Got to change players out here at the Southside sideline.
Well, if we got a big rain coming in behind y'all.
Yeah, I noticed it.
Yep.
Black back that way, Doc.
Yeah, the wind's starting to pick up a little. So.
Well, maybe we won't get wet at least.
Well, we've got a little bit of roof over us, so.
Hopefully
for yourself, Jeff.
Hopefully it'll stay away. We got this one big cloud on the, not sure what end of the field this is. Is that the south? Let's see. I'm not I'm a little directionally challenged. What would that be, though?
That'd be it's really more west.
West,
Yeah.
west end zone, I guess.
Yeah.
So maybe it'll stay away or go around us. 2nd down and 9 from the 36. We're ready for action again. We'll get away from the weather forecast and go back to football now. Man in motion, and he gets the pitch, and not much there.
A little lead around there, pulling the guards, trying to get him a big mass out in front of him, but Guntersville tied it up pretty well. 64. Is that Carfagno? Is that how I guess that's how he pronounces it. Nick Carfagno, 64, and a couple other Wildcats in there.
So each one of the first 2 plays on this drive for the Panthers get a yard each, so it's going to be 3rd and 8 from the 37. Nice rush.
Oh. About had
through the hands of McElrath and off the headgear of the intended receiver, number 4, it looks like Timothy Moats.
Yeah.
So it looks like it'll be another 3 and out for the Panthers, and we got 4:41 to go in the first. Wildcats still lead it 14-0.
Yeah, did McElrath get a hand on that one?
I don't know if he tipped it or if it went through. I don't think he.
No, he missed it, but he got in the guy's way enough he couldn't see the ball.
So he did his job.
Yeah.
All right, Fusel standing back at about the 33-yard line to take the punt, and we have a flag. Wildcat defense is clapping, so that is going to be a penalty on the Panthers. That'll back them up 5.
Illegal procedure on the Southside Panthers.
So Brandon will move up 5 more yards. Actually, he'll move up about 10 or 12 more yards. At about the 45.
That punter's not very deep, too. That may be why the pressure got to him last time.
What's that number on the – is that 10?
The punter?
Yeah. I'm trying to see his number,
they
the
have
way he's
very
turned.
Small numbers.
Yeah, very small, especially on the front. Yeah, it is number 10.
He got a good one that
That's
time.
Brooks Neesmith. Fusel takes it, fair catch at about the 31-yard line, where it will be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats, up by 14.
He was using that rugby-style kicker. That's why he wasn't as deep. Kind of rolls to the side and kicks it. So
that's a nice kick, though.
Actually got a pretty good one that time,
Worst field position of the game so far for the Cats as they actually start on their own end of the field now.
That's the first time tonight, I believe.
So far, that little read option is working pretty well here in the first quarter.
I thought we'd probably see a pretty steady dose of it more this year.
1st and 10 from the 31. Hand off to Julian Jordan. Jordan trying to shake off a
there
tackle.
He goes.
He does. He's got some speed if he can get loose. Nice pursuit, though, by the Panther defense. But he does get a couple.
Yeah, he's going
Let's
to get
see, forward progress. Let's see where they...
He got 2 or 3
I was going to say, he got up to about the 34, so it should have been 35, so pick up a 4.
Yeah, then they really had him hemmed in the backfield. Somebody shot in there, but nifty moves and a little stiff arm, and he turns what would have sure lost into a game.
So it'll be 2nd and 6 from the 35.
Really impressed with the sophomore last week in the Jamboree.
Sam Kennedy and Brandon Fusel split out here to the near side. Single set is Jordan. He'll get the handoff over the 35, 40, 45, near midfield. 1st and 10 Wildcats. There's that explosiveness that Julian has.
Yeah, off that right side, they gave him some room, and, buddy, he turned it on.
Be at about the 48-yard line.
Yeah.
49, just outside the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 Guntersville. 3:35 to go, first quarter. Guntersville hurries up to the line of scrimmage. Changes formations, trying to draw the Panthers off. Spurgeon in the gun, takes a snap. Little too far out for Evan Taylor.
Well, he was had a little bit of pressure coming off the left side on him, so he kind of had to get rid of that one in a hurry and let him just a little too much.
So it'll be a 2nd and 10 from the 49. Both lines, I thought, did a real nice job in the Jamboree last week.
Yes. Yes, offensive and defensively. They both did a good job and doing pretty well so far tonight.
Second and 10. Hand off to Jordan. He's over midfield to the south side 49-yard line. So a pickup of a couple. and it'll be 3rd and long for the Wildcats.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot there that time. Southside stacked it up pretty good, but he just got that on determination and grit.
He really got something out of nothing. 3rd and 8.
Little tall sweep.
Tall sweep to Jordan. He makes a couple more miss. He gets inside the 45, but it's going to be a little short of the first down, and let's see what Coach Reese decides to do.
Yeah, they're going to say he stepped out at the 45.
45. See if he goes forward or tries to draw them off or punts. And
I'd expect the big shift here.
Yep. And Southside's not biting. So let's see if the Wildcats snap it and go to the hard count. Spurgeon now comes under center, and all they're trying to do now is draw the Panthers offside. They'll call a timeout and then end up punting it. So as we have a timeout on the field, we'll take one too. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family. Looking for a lawn care service to add a fresh look to your home or business? Shelton Lawn Service can take your property to the next level with an emphasis on quality and affordability. Whether you're looking to maintain your current yard or ready to refresh your design, the Shelton Lawn Service professionals can handle the job. They love to help clients create the landscape of their dreams and rediscover the beauty of being outdoors. For a free estimate, give Brandon Shelton a call today at 256-293-8816. As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, providing reliable electricity and exceptional customer service. We're committed to helping our community succeed as it continues to grow. The Electric Board of Guntersville strives for excellence and takes pride in everything we do. No street light is too small or substation too big for us not to do the job well. And we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
Shelton Body Shop, Highway 79 South in Guntersville is the place to go when you need auto body repair of any type. Jeff Shelton will be happy to give you a free estimate. And remember, it's not your insurance company's decision. You have a choice about which body shop you'd like to use for your repair work. Shelton Body Shop is on Highway 79 South. Call 256-582-8869. Shelton Body Shop, serving North Alabama's auto repair and refinishing needs for 51 years. A business built on faith and Christian values.
Back to action here. Wildcats have a 4th and 4. Spurgeon will punt it. It's a mile high.
Boy, he got the hang time on it. Got a good
bounce.
Got
a little bit of a roll, too, out of bounds. Boy, that went a mile high there.
Yeah, he had the hang time on it. Actually ended up pretty good just inside the 20, I think. So.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be marked at the 19-yard line. So, once again, Southside starts pretty deep in their own territory with 2:14 on the clock, and Guntersville leads it 14-0. Throughout tonight, I'm going to mention our loyal sponsors for the 2022 Wildcat broadcast here on WTWX. Marshall County Gas District, Alpha Insurance, Citizens Bank, Sand Mountain Toyota, Electric Board of Guntersville, Bubba's 2, Crawl Mamas, and Kirkpatrick Concrete. Thank you for your sponsorship. Guntersville High School Wildcat football. There's a handoff for not much.
Took it off that left side of the offense, but boy, there's a host of Wildcats in there on that one.
I don't think he might have actually even lost a yard.
Yeah, I think
it looks like he lost one. So 2nd and 11.
Let me mention that defensive line really staying in there tough. Brooks Frazier, Cole Bryan, Nick Carfano.
So the Cat defense looking strong here in the first quarter. 2nd and 11 for Southside. Nee Smith, back to pass. Oh, that was close. He had a receiver. It was number
he was open, but he was going to get hammered if he caught the ball, too. He was just on.
Let's see, number 11. I just heard him over the loudspeaker say Jordan Bryan. I don't have a number 11, but as to Jordan Bryan. So it's 3rd and 11, incomplete. Yeah. Tell you on the passes so far, Nee Smith has been, it seems like, just a
Just
a hair off. Yep.
But I believe if he had caught that one, he was fixing to take it big time.
I was fixing to say, he would have got leveled. 3rd down 11. Another big 3rd down here for the Wildcat defense. Trying to get off the field and get good field position again, and it looks like we will have this time a timeout by Southside. 1:32 to go in the first, 14-0 Cats. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
Shane Vandegrift and the Lake Guntersville Real Estate Team are proud supporters of the Guntersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Guntersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Guntersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcats.
As the city of Guntersville continues to grow and prosper, your Guntersville Water Board keeps pace with their commitment to invest in state-of-the-art facility and technology upgrades as they prepare to provide customers with unsurpassed quality of life for decades to come. Most notably, perhaps, is the extensive renovations to the award-winning Sunset Water Treatment Facility on Willow Beach Road, which supplies safe and reliable drinking water to over 5,500 customers from Sand Mountain to Connors Island. And behind the scenes, multi-million-dollar investments in infrastructure such as water towers, sewer lines, and the recent extensive renovation to the East Lake wastewater plant demonstrate Guntersville Water Board's commitment to meeting the business and residential demands of this growing progressive city. For more information on the Guntersville Water Board, including fast and easy online bill payment, visit their informative website, gvillewater.com.
At the Driving Factor, we know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Whether you're heading to work,
headed to play,
or taking the grandkids to the beach.
Are we there yet?
At the Driving Factor, every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy. From the application process, the approval, or to the payments, either online or in store.
At the Driving Factor, we're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
If you're looking for a rental home or apartment in the Guntersville area, call on Bonds Real Estate. Visit bondsrealestate.com to search their extensive list of available properties.
Back to action here at Southside. There's a snap, 3rd and long. Fusell's got that one ready, intercepts it. This could be a pick 6. It will be.
Yeah,
he will go untouched with a convoy into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Yeah, he was watching the quarterback. He read that one all the way.
Oh, yeah. Brandon Fusell with a pick 6, and he had 2 or 3 in front of him, and it's 20-0 Wildcats. Well, 1:21 to go in the first. Doc, I think me or you could have taken that one in to the house.
Probably you. I'd still be waddling down the sideline if it were me.
I tell you, no pun intended, Doc, but that's what the doctor ordered right there is a pick 6 to put us up by 3 scores.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that takes the wind out of themselves in a hurry.
And we're still in the first quarter. It almost reminds me a little bit of the way the Albertville Arab game went last night.
Yeah, did you know we've dominated on defense so far? I don't believe they've got a first down.
They haven't. They've had, 3 and outs now? Here's Lugo on for his 3rd extra point attempt. It's up, and from our vantage point, it looks good, and it is. So 1:21 to go in the quarter. The score is 21-0 Wildcats. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
Shane Vandegrift and the Lake Guntersville Real Estate Team are proud supporters of the Guntersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Guntersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Guntersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcats.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road. If you're looking for a rental home or apartment in the Guntersville area, call on Bonds Real Estate. Visit bondsrealestate.com to search their extensive list of available properties.
Boy, it's still first quarter. Jeez.
Wow.
Feel like we've been here all night.
Yeah. Oh, he stepped out.
Back to action, Lugo kicks off, and Southside players stepped out of bounds, so it'll be 1st and 10 Southside at around the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 Southside.
Made a big mistake catching that ball. It was,
right.
Yeah, it was headed
was
out.
about 6 inches in bounds.
That'd
when
gone out
when he
again.
caught it, it would gone out without any problem.
Yeah, he was going to try to catch it on the run, but his momentum carried
Well,
him
that
out,
cost
I
him
believe.
15 yards.
Oh, yeah.
So 1:21 to go in the first. Southside actually still looking for their first down of the game. Down by 3 scores. Neesmith takes a snap, handoff, and I tell you, not a whole lot there. Good struggle, though, for yardage there by the running back, and that was number 22, Everett Grizzard. He made a little something out of nothing there. Pickup of a couple.
Cole Bryan, Avery, I think, and another one in there. Tell you, that line.
The Wildcat defense has come to play.
They've been pretty salty so far.
They have. Down to 50 seconds to go in the first. Brooks Neesmith in the gun. Little swing pass out here in the flats, and once again, not a whole lot there. That's number 1, Cody Roberts, with a reception. And it's going to be 3rd down. But
and I tell you, when you see those plays go out, and I see Cole Bryan out there on the tackle too, that's what you like to see. Those defensive linemen flat getting after it out there.
Let's see if Southside decides to snap. They don't have to actually snap it. Let's see if they do with 15 seconds to go in the first. There's a 2-second clock differential between the clock and the play clock.
I see the umbrellas popping out, Greg.
Yep. Oh, fumble on the snap. They get on it, but it'll be 4th down, and that'll end the quarter as the raindrops start. Boy, that one cloud has moved right over us.
Yep.
And there's a cloud right now over the home side as Southside is down 21-0. At the end of 1, we'll be back with second quarter action. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change, right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Back here to second quarter action as we switch sides of the field. Southside now going from right to left, and they are going to have to punt on a 4th and 11 from their own 19. Their quarterback is their punter, Brooks Neesmith. Little rugby kind of kick. Nice kick over midfield. Not too much of a roll. It'll go dead at the Guntersville 45, so still good position, field position for the Wildcats from their own 45-yard line. Some of our other sponsors for this year include Whitaker Towing, Robert Adderholt, Lake Guntersville Insurance, Laundry Basket, C.A. Langford, Downtown 412, State Farm Paul Harris Agency, the Church of Christ in Guntersville, SoCo Roofing, People's Bank, Guntersville Water Board, and Chick-fil-A. Thank you for your sponsorship this year of Guntersville High School Wildcat football here on WTWX. There's a handoff to Gomera, and nothing there. He is stacked up by a host of Panthers.
Yeah, they tried to go off that left side, and Southside did a good job reading there, and there was, like you said, a host of them to stack him up.
No gain on the play, actually a loss of 1. It'll be 2nd and 11.
Just now, starting the second quarter. That was a pretty long first quarter, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm showing 7:40, so yeah. That's about like a college quarter almost with the TV timeouts and all, wasn't it?
A lot of turnovers.
Yeah. Penalties and turnovers. 2nd and 11 for the Cats. Spurgeon hadn't thrown it back much, back to pass. A lot of pressure.
Under duress. He was trying to get it to Jordan. I'd like to see the
if he would have been able to get it.
Yeah, because he's got some moves.
But instead, it's going to be 3rd and 11 for the Cats.
Yeah, Spurgeon, he just had to try to dump it in a hurry and threw it a little short of Jordan.
So this could be a big stand for the Southside defense. This is the longest 3rd down conversion Guntersville's had to try to commit, and that's going to be offsides. Our play worked again, Doc. That'll give us 5 on the old
get almost half
shift
of it
there.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep, 2 for 4.
Hey, 50% is pretty good.
Yeah.
So
10 yards you'll take for 3.
So instead of a 3rd and long, it's going to be a more manageable 3rd and 5 at midfield. So hey, we'll take that 5 yards. So let's see what Coach Reese and his staff calls here from midfield on a 3rd and 5 with a 21-0 lead. I don't think I'd do anything real crazy right here.
They're starting to stack it up inside. I don't know if I wouldn't do Spurgeon.
Spurgeon. First down, Wildcats at the 41. That once again, that little read option, and Spurgeon took it himself, and Southside really hadn't had an answer for that play tonight.
Yeah, I kind of strung that one out on the right side. Boy, and Spurgeon showed good speed there. Took it and just cut right up.
So 1st and 10 Wildcats move the chains. They're at the Southside Panther 41-yard line. Spurgeon in the gun, single setback Julian Jordan. He'll pitch it to Julian going to the left side. Nice pursuit there by the Panther defense, and Julian was good to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That cornerback, Smiley Jones, number 2, I think, he did a good job slowing him down till he gets some more help there.
Because I tell you, if Jordan would have turned the corner, look out.
Yeah, because we saw him break a couple of good long runs last week in the Jamboree.
On the receiving end, Fusel's been pretty quiet in the first half. Been big on defense with the pick 6 we saw earlier. Spurgeon back to pass. Looking for Fusel, and good coverage, but just through his fingertips. I think even though there's not much of a sideline, that's a pass usually Brandon catches.
Yeah, it is. You don't don't see him miss many, but you wonder if that doesn't have a little effect when you're headed toward the wall there, though.
Yeah, in your peripheral vision there, you see the first row of the stands.
You have to kind of watch out there.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 10 from the 41. 10 minutes to go. 10:03 to be exact here in the first half.
I mean, you can see the players on the sideline backed up against the fence and wall there, so there's not much room at all.
A little swing out to Jordan. He lost his footing. He did pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards inside the 40. Not going to be enough for the first down, and I think the Cats
really tried to cut that one hard. Just his feet kind of came out. That field might have got a little damp.
Yeah, it is a little bit of a drizzle.
Spot of rain we came through.
Let's see if the Cats try to draw them off. Spurgeon back in punt formation. He'll do a little quick pooch kick. Nice kick. Nobody back deep for Southside. It'll go into the end zone for a touchback with 9:19 on the clock. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Southside with a score 21-0. So the Guntersville defense, which has been very salty to say the least, will now come back out on defense.
And all 3 of those touchdowns came off turnovers. Didn't they?
I'm trying to think. The first one definitely did, yeah. The third one with Fusel did. The second, yeah, they did. You're right, Jeff. Yeah, all 3 came off a turn. The 2 fumbles on the kicks, and then the
really had
pick 6.
Short drives all night.
Yeah. 1st and 10 Panthers from the 20. Looking for something positive here before halftime.
Boom!
And that was negative right there. As there was nothing going there for the running back, which was number 12.
Brooks Frazier crashing in there. Boy, good play there, Brooks.
Mason Teague, number 23 on the carry. And nothing there, actually a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Brooks making his Uncle Blake proud there.
And we have a whistle, and do we have a, let's see, it looks like it's going to be marked off against South. I didn't see a flag thrown. Might have been out of our view, but it's going to be a legal procedure on the Panthers. So it's going to go from 2nd and 11 to 2nd and 16 from their own 14. So the Panthers are going the wrong way. There's a snap. Looking to pass. Finds his receiver. Nice little run after the catch, a few yards. It's going to be close to a first down on 2nd and long.
Yeah,
number 4, Timothy Moats on the reception.
I don't know if we had a blown coverage there or what.
And it will be enough for a Southside first down.
He was all alone standing over here on this left side.
Is that their first down of the game?
I believe it is.
I think it is. So Southside moves the sticks for the first time, 1st and 10.
Oh.
There's a big hole right here. Touchdown saving tackle by Fusel. As that's number 23, Mason Teague for the Panthers. So now the Panthers that needed something positive that had a 2nd and long at the shadows of their own end zone now have it at the Wildcat 33, 1st and 10.
Coach Hawker must have gave him a good pep talk. Well, we got another flag down.
And we got a late flag here in the way they're marching after the play. It looks like it's going to be against the Panthers, and it looks like it's going to be a big one. Back out to around midfield, going to be at the 48. The south
that
side.
Must have been I thought I saw a hold. Yeah.
Unsportsmanlike.
I thought.
So that's a nice little break for the Wildcats as they lose 15 yards there. It went from the 33 out to the 48. Still 1st and 10 Panthers with 8:17 to go till halftime. And the Wildcats lead this one 21-0. So first time Southside has been across midfield. And their second first down of the game. Neesmith will take it himself. Not much there. There's going to be no gain on the play. Will be 2nd and 10.
Cal Bearden and another Wildcat over there to make sure he doesn't get much out of it.
Stay with us at halftime tonight, as we're going to have halftime memories with Bill Yancey. So that'll be coming up in 7 minutes and 40 seconds here on WTWX.
With Coach John Allen, isn't it?
2nd and 10. So halftime memories will be with John Allen. Boy, that is right through the receiver's hands, and right there was number 10, E.J. Havis, almost with the interception. It'll now be 3rd and long for the Panthers. So, yeah, at halftime, it'll be Bill Yancey.
John Allen.
With Coach John Allen. So stay tuned at halftime for that. But right now, it's a 3rd and 10 for Southside from the Wildcat 48-yard line. This would be a big conversion for the Panthers here, as they need something positive going into the locker room. All the Cats' points have been off of turnovers of some type. There's a straight-ahead handoff and a nice tackle there at about the 46-yard line. A pickup of 2.
Cole Bryan tripped him up, kept him from turning that into a bigger game.
Exactly, Jeff. That could have been a big gain if Cole didn't trip him up. So let's see with what Coach Holcomb and the Panthers do here, down by 3 scores. It is a 4th and 8. So you don't exactly want to turn the ball over near midfield, but down by 3 scores. Let's see if he rolls the dice. Play clock's down to 11.
Well, I mean,
and they're thinking about it over here on the sideline. They might take a timeout. It looks like they will. And we'll take it with them. Timeout Southside with 6:44 to go till halftime. Guntersville leads it 21-0. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Action here. Southside has elected to punt. Need to maybe watch for a possible fake. And as soon as I say that, we got a penalty. And the Guntersville staff is clapping, so it's an illegal procedure on Southside. That'll back them up 5 more. So if there's any thoughts of going for it on 4th and 8, I don't think you will on 4th and 13.
I wouldn't think they would. We've had short fields all night. You wouldn't think they'd want to give us another short field.
Thing about it, Jeff, with a quarterback being the punter and he does that little roll out before he punts it, you gotta be careful there.
Be conscious.
Be alert. Exactly. So 4th and 13. Quarterback is the punter. That's Brooks Neesmith. He does punt it. Nice punt there. Gets a little bit of a roll. Fusel decides to let it go.
Good for Southside.
Yeah, to about the 11-yard line. So turned the field nicely there, the Panthers did. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cats.
And this will be our worst field position of the night.
So let's see here. I tell you what would be huge with 6.5 on the clock is go right down the field and stick it in before half.
About a 5.
First and 10 from the 11. Worst field position the Cats have had this evening. And there's a high snap. Look out. Fumble on the play. Boy, that was almost disaster.
I think Spurgeon jumped on it.
Yeah. Boy, that could have been
but he's going to lose probably 3 yards or so on the play. 5 yards.
Going to be inside their own 10 now. It's going to be marked around probably around the 7 or 8. 2nd and 14.
It's like we brought the power package in. We're going to try a little smash mouth football.
We're under 6 minutes to go, so really need to be careful deep here in your own territory.
Yeah, we got that.
Spurgeon will just take it himself, and he does get a nice job of getting a few of the yards back, but it's still going to be 3rd and long for the Wildcats. And not much clock has been used on this possession so far.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to have to get to what, 22?
20, yeah, roughly 22? About the 23. Yeah. 3rd and 9 from the 14. Would be huge to convert right here, though. Third and 9 from the 14. Cats taking their time.
Might see him go to the air here with that little rollout. Seems like he does pretty good throwing the ball on the rollout. Had some success with that earlier tonight.
And with the play clock almost at 0, the Cats are going to have to take their, I believe, what's going to be their last timeout of the half, and we'll take it with them. 5 minutes to go till halftime. 21-0. Wildcats in front. This is Guntersville High School Wildcats.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and it's available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Olbrich and Patterson in Guntersville.
RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585. As loyal fans for over 6 decades, this team of former Wildcats is proud to support Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Beard and Beard Attorneys at Law would like to wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage their fans to attend the games and cheer them on.
Hi, this is Paul Harris with State Farm in Guntersville, your local State Farm agent. I am a proud Guntersville alumni and Wildcat athletic supporter. Please give us a call at 256-582-3250 or come by and see us at 1246 Gunter Avenue across from the gas border for all your insurance needs. We are here to help life go right. Best of luck and go Wildcats.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
There you go.
He got it.
Back to action, and
First
the Cats convert the 3rd and long pass to Sam Kennedy on the Wildcat sideline over there. Nice play there. Nice throw by Spurgeon. Nice catch by Mr. Reliable, Sam Kennedy. You know, the way Sam is clutch, you know who he reminds me of? I'm going to call him the Hunter Renfro. of high school football.
Hunter
Used to play for Clemson, you know.
Oh,
He'd always get those few yards when you need them, you know.
Uh-huh.
1st and 10 Cats, and boy, Gomera is taken down in the backfield for a loss there. That play was blown up in a hurry. So a loss of a few there for the Cats. With 4.5 to go till halftime.
Flipping through some scores to see what was going on. I see Auburn is up over Hoover 14-0.
And they're playing down at the Kickoff Classic at the Crampton Bowl.
Yeah, so Auburn up on them early in the about 2 or 3 minutes to go in the first half.
My alma mater's game should be over with now. I don't know how they did in a battle of the best in Alabama versus Georgia. On a 2nd and long, carry is to C.J. Gomera again. Short pickup there. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Wildcats, and we're under 4 minutes to go. I'd like to mention Marshall Medical Centers announces the opening of Saturday Morning Sports Injury Clinic starting this Saturday, August 20th from 8 to 10 a.m. So throughout the 2022 season, Sports Injury Clinic will be open to area student athletes. So we appreciate Marshall Medical Centers doing that for our student athletes, being open a couple of hours on a Saturday. Spurgeon rolls out on the 3rd and long. He's going deep, and it's going to be about 4 or 5 yards over his intended receiver, C.J. Gomera's head. So the Cats will have to punt with 3:20 to go till halftime. That was just a little long there. If he'd have hit him in stride, he would have probably been gone right there.
He could have had 2 or 3 steps on the defender.
So the Cats back to punt for Southside. Number 1, Cody Roberts, stands back at his 35-yard line. Try to get a score sometime tonight in that Boaz-Jacksonville game. I think that's a bit of an intriguing game. They're playing over at Jacksonville High School tonight. There's a punt. It'll bounce right inside midfield. Nice roll. And Roberts will pick it up and take it, looking for some blockers, and nice coverage by the punt team. And he'll go down at the 41-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10.
14, Tyler Thomas made the tackle on that. Slowed down by another Wildcat over there.
So with 3:08 on the clock, if you're Southside, you want to get a score. And remember, even though we elected the kickoff to start the game, we will get the, we got the fumble and scored.
Yeah.
And now we'll get the kick to start the second half.
Yeah, we actually won the toss and deferred.
Exactly. So let's see if the Cats defense can make one more big stand here before halftime and keep that goose egg on the scoreboard. There's a quick screen pass to his favorite receiver, Roberts. He will get over the 45 to about the 47, pickup of about 6.
Avis and Peterson finally got him down.
The 2nd and a long 3.
Just a quick throw to the outside to the receiver, and had another receiver out there trying to block for him. I wouldn't think you'd see him get too crazy throwing deep, because he's had a couple close calls and thrown 1 pick 6 already.
They've still got 2.5 minutes, so there's still plenty of time here to mount a drive here. Handoff, nothing going there. Handoff number 22, Grizzard.
Cole Bryan said no.
Loss of at least 1 there. According to the scoreboard, Guntersville with no timeout. Southside's showing they still have 1 timeout here in the first half. And it's now a 3rd down.
Cole pretty big, but he showed good speed there. Shooting through there and wrapping him up.
So let's see what Southside decides to do here. So we're now under 2 minutes to go till halftime. There's a snap. Looking. Neesmith looking. He's going to have to roll out and go out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Still going to be way
short. Actually, it's going to be marked at the 44. Going to be a loss of maybe another yard or so.
And he slid out of bounds, so.
And the clock did stop with 1:46. I think you got a punt here. And here comes the punt team.
You sure don't want to give them a short field now. We're still with almost 2 minutes on the board, I wouldn't think.
And as I said earlier, don't want to sound like a broken record, but with a quarterback as the punter,
Yeah,
if you're the Wildcats, you need to be, still be alert.
Yeah, you got to watch that.
As Brooks Neesmith, the punter, is standing at his 35-yard line. And we have a whistle, and
I could hear a coach.
I don't see a flag. Yeah, I heard coaches from across the way say delay, and they're correct. Heard it all the way across the field
there.
He
had to call it for him. He had to let them know.
Yeah, never saw the flag come out, so now it'll be a 4th and 11 as the ball will be marked at the Southside 39-yard line.
We are respecting that quarterback. We don't have anybody back with a few sales sitting over here on the
still
side.
Got to be careful. Oh my goodness, that one was a little bit of a line drive, and it rolls dead. Wildcats good field position at their own 41 with $1:37 left on the clock till halftime.
Yeah, you take your shot here. Are you happy with the 21-0 lead in at the half?
I wouldn't go nuts, but I would also not close the playbook either.
Nah.
Stay with us at halftime here on WTWX 95.9 FM as we'll have halftime memories with Bill Yancey. That'll be coming up shortly here.
Plus, you got to remember, guys, we're out of timeouts. If we try to run the ball a lot, we're going to
run the timeout.
Going to run the timeout, too.
But, I'd also, maybe I'm too conservative. I'd rather go in 21-0 and have a turnover here late in the half.
He's going for it.
Going deep. A lot of hand checking there.
A lot of contact.
Yeah,
there.
A lot of contact. No hanky on the field, as intended for Fusel. Down the sideline, covering him was Smiley Jones.
Well, you take your shot there. Now maybe you run the football.
Yeah, there's still 1:31 on the clock. You don't want a 3 and out where you only use like 15 or 20 seconds of the clock either. You don't want Southside to get the ball again.
Well,
that's the moral of the story here, I think, at the end of the half.
Yeah, with our running backs, you never know. They
might break one.
Break one, yeah.
Or that little read option's been good for Antonio.
Jordan.
And Southside can only stop the clock one time. And they hand it off to Julian Jordan. He is trying his best to get loose.
About a move away on that one.
And let's see if Southside elects to use their last timeout on this 3rd and long. They might wait. And if Guntersville doesn't convert, they will at least have to punt the ball. So maybe that's what Coach Holcomb's waiting on is, and if you're the Cats, I think you have to keep it on the ground here. We're down to 1 minute.
Yeah, that'll be about 45 seconds.
Yeah, I'd give Southside
before we have to snap it.
Yep. 5 seconds on the play clock. Spurgeon takes it himself and takes off, and he gets the first down, and he fumbles. Oh, my goodness, he fumbled. It'll be Southside ball, it looks like, at the 42-yard line, and it is. Oh, my goodness. Had the first down.
Well,
could have easily run out the clock or maybe thrown one toward the end zone, but Antonio getting extra yardage. And who knows, I don't know if the ball's a little wet or what, but fumble on the play. So Southside.
42 seconds left. Oh, that was a pretty good run almost to the 40, so they've still got a pretty good field.
So the turnover bug here in the first half has really bitten both teams.
Lots of turnovers.
So let's see if Southside can convert. They still have one timeout. 42.7 on the clock. Neesmith back to pass.
Oh.
Finds his nice defense, and then it got kicked by his receiver, incomplete.
Trevon Avery read that was all over that one, reading it. So good coverage there by Trevon.
So 2nd and 10. If you're Guntersville here, you definitely don't want to allow anything deep behind you. 37.2 on the clock.
Yeah, I imagine Southside be a little more careful. He got his hands on that one. There was nothing but green grass in front of him.
That'd have been another pick six here in the first half. Brooks Neesmith back in the gun. Quick pass to his receiver. That's going to be close to a first down. Number 1, Cody Roberts.
Quick.
And it will be a first down, it looks
they
like.
They went back to that single receiver on the short side, just threw a quick slant inside because we didn't have nobody over there but the one corner on him.
And Southside will call their last time out, and we'll take our last time out of the first half. 21-0 Cats on top. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
I knew at a very early age I wanted to be a pharmacist. I started working in a drugstore dipping ice cream at 15 years old.
Buddy is not only my mentor and my boss, he's also my uncle. It's a small town and we live in a great community. They're not only patients to us, they're friends.
He and his staff go above and beyond in treating you as a person, not as a prescription number.
Everyone loves Buddy Bunch. Everyone in this community loves and appreciates it.
Buddy's in Montgomery when we're having our legislative session days, when we have committee meetings. He's always there. He's educating us on what it truly means to the independent pharmacist.
Health Mart's been a part of my business about as long as Health Mart has existed, and it feels like you have someone to kind of lean on, almost like you have a home office you can call if you have a problem.
The big guys, your son or your daughter wake up sick in the middle of the night, they're not going to come and open their doors. Buddy Bunch does that for people. He does that.
You wake up in the morning and you know you're going to the pharmacy and you know you're going to be there about 10 hours. You better like it, and I really do. I wouldn't do anything else.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Hold them here.
First down. Let's see somebody come up big on the Wildcat defense. Davis on the blitz.
There you go.
Was that Bearden?
Back to action here as Brooks Neesmith rolls out to his left. Nice coverage by the Wildcat defense, and the pass is incomplete.
Well, that was Bearden. Cal Bearden putting great pressure on the quarterback there. E.J. Havis came on the blitz, but he twisted out of that, but Bearden was all over him, so he kind of forced him to throw that one early, get rid of it.
So with 21.4 on the clock and no timeouts left, scoreboard still shows Southside with one timeout, but I think they just used their last timeout. So it's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, Neesmith. His receiver slips, and that's Roberts, and then it was tipped by, can't see the number from here. Needs to turn around. Was that number 16?
16, Taylor.
Yeah, Evan Taylor.
Yeah, Taylor, the corner on that other side.
So 3rd and 10, Southside has enough time for about a couple more plays here. 3rd and 10 from the Wildcat 46. 16.5 left on the clock till halftime. And we'll go to halftime memories with Bill Yancey. Then after that, we'll come back with Jeff will give us the first half recap, and then we'll have second half action here from Southside. And we got a whistle and another delay of game. And to me, there's no excuse for delay of game. Correct me if I'm wrong. I've just never really understood.
No, and especially nowadays, when you got a clock you're looking at. Of course, that may be on the coaches, too.
Yeah.
They didn't get the play in time. They may be waiting to see what the defense runs, waiting to call the play in.
So now it's back on their own side of the field. It's at the Southside Panther 49-yard line. Now instead of 3rd and 10, it's 3rd and 15. So let's see if single set. Let's see if Southside goes safe here. And it'll be a quarterback keep by Neesmith.
Uh-oh.
And he's loose. And he's close to a first down. It will be short of the first down. No timeouts. That'll do it.
Yeah, that's going to wrap it up.
He took a hit. He's still addled.
Oh, the quarterback's down. Okay, I see his helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So official called time with .3 on the clock. I think it's just short of the first down.
Well, they don't have any timeouts.
No.
The clock should run.
No, I was going to say the clock should.
As soon as they set the ball, that would be impossible to even get the snap off.
And the quarterback's coming off, and
the clock starts, it's over.
Yeah, that's
it.
Yeah.
So we're at halftime here at Barney Hood Stadium here at Southside with the score of the Guntersville Wildcats 21, the Southside Panthers 0. Now we'll take a break and go to halftime memories with Bill Yancey and be back with a first half recap. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family. Looking for a lawn care service to add a fresh look to your home or business? Shelton Lawn Service can take your property to the next level with an emphasis on quality and affordability. Whether you're looking to maintain your current yard or ready to refresh your design, the Shelton Lawn Service professionals can handle the job. They love to help clients create the landscape of their dreams and rediscover the beauty of being outdoors. For a free estimate, give Brandon Shelton a call today at 256-293-8816. As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, providing reliable electricity and exceptional customer service. We're committed to helping our community succeed as it continues to grow. The Electric Board of Guntersville strives for excellence and takes pride in everything we do. No street light is too small or substation too big for us not to do the job well. And we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
Shelton Body Shop, Highway 79 South in Guntersville is the place to go when you need auto body repair of any type. Jeff Shelton will be happy to give you a free estimate. And remember, it's not your insurance company's decision. You have a choice about which body shop you'd like to use for your repair work. Shelton Body Shop is on Highway 79 South. Call 256-582-8869. Shelton Body Shop, serving North Alabama's auto repair and refinishing needs for 51 years. A business built on faith and Christian values.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bonds Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Southside will kick off, so Guntersville will get the ball to start the second half and a 3-touchdown lead. And what would be real nice if you're Guntersville here is do what I just mentioned earlier, get the ball and get you a nice drive and have a 4-score lead.
You'd like to see at least one good sustained drive tonight. Give them a little confidence, too. That's a confidence builder.
Exactly.
Make you work on the small things. You know, good 70-yard drive or so.
Let me mention some of our loyal sponsors here throughout the 2022 season before we have our kickoff. Southern Elite Realty, Marshall Medical, Guntersville Chamber of Commerce, RE/MAX Steve Carver, Premier Family Care, Lakeview Orthodontics, First Baptist Church of Guntersville, Lakeside Clinic, D&S Lock and Key, and Guntersville First Methodist Church. Thank you for sponsoring Guntersville High School Wildcat football this year on WTWX 95.9 FM in Guntersville.
Couldn't do it without the sponsors.
That's right.
That's the reason we're here.
So we're ready for second half action from Southside, as Southside will kick off.
We're just kind of waiting on the clock to
That's right.
run down.
This is their first kickoff of the night, too, isn't it?
It is. So along with Blake Jackson helping us with tech support and stats, and Jeff Yancey, this is Greg Glasscock. We're glad to bring you the action not only tonight, but all season long here of Guntersville Wildcat football. And sooner or later, that clock's going to go to 00, and it has. I'm kind of surprised the officials didn't just say reset it earlier. But, hey, we're finally ready now for second half action. Back deep for the Cats. Looks like we have 3 back deep. Can't see all the numbers from where we're at.
After all that time, the ref then has to go out and hand the ball to the kicker, who already had it teed up and was ready to go.
And I don't guess the officials saw it. It might have been too far out, but I just saw some lightning.
Well, they're going to drag this thing out until tomorrow if we don't go ahead and kick it off.
This might be the longest kickoff in state history, and we're finally underway.
Ooh,
second
what a
half.
kick.
Boy, what a boomer into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
He got a leg on it.
First time we've seen the kicker for Southside, and that is number 98.
98.
I don't have a 90. Oh, there he. Well, no.
No, we don't have a 98 on the roster.
I heard the PA guy say Abdullah something or another. I didn't catch his last name, but he's got a leg on him. So it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Cats from their own 20.
Here's where you can make a statement. 80 yards.
You want to come out and have a nice drive to begin the half. Man in motion. Antonio will take it himself. Read nicely there by the Southside defense. Pick up of maybe a couple.
They played disciplined defense there. They stayed at home and read the play and did a good job. He got a couple of yards out of it, though.
I think Southside's finally starting to catch on to that play a little bit. So we got a 2nd and 8 from the 22-yard line. Spurgeon hands it off to Gomera. Nice hole for C.J. Gomera, and that should move the chains. Another
good
Wildcat
hole.
First down.
That line did a good job there right up the middle. Gomera picks up the first down.
So 1st and 10 Cats. That goes out to about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Guntersville.
So a good start to the second
very
half.
nice start there. And of course, the Wildcats, no reason to be in any kind of hurry here with the ball and a 3-touchdown lead. Just underway, second half. Spurgeon, once again, to C.J. Gomera. Maybe a yard, and that's about it on that one.
Tried it off that left side again. He was stacked up pretty well. Southside doing a good job reading the play.
Give him a yard there, 2nd and 9.
You know, grinding it out, that does two things, too. It eats up the clock, and you're leaning on that defense. You get those big linemen leaning on each other, and, you know, wears that defense out a little bit.
Keeping the defense on the field. Spurgeon in the gun, C.J. Gomera. Single setback. 3 wide. Hand off to C.J. again, and once again, nothing there. Maybe another pickup of a yard.
Defensive end did a good job there. Titan Rich, I believe, the linebacker.
I think they're going to actually give him a couple there. So it's still going to be 3rd and long. 3rd and about 7.
So we'll see if they go to there or here. Stay with the read option.
Like Doc mentioned earlier, they want to get Fusel some way, definitely more in this ball game. 3rd and long, Spurgeon rolls to his left, looking for Sam Kennedy out of his reach. Incomplete.
Go for it. I couldn't tell if he caught it. He was diving away from me.
I think the Guntersville coaching staff wanted a penalty there, none forthcoming. So on a 4th and 7. The punt unit's coming on as they only kept the ball for a little over 2 minutes there. Back deep for Southside is number 1, Cody Roberts, standing at his own 25-yard line.
That's his receiver, isn't it, that he likes to go to?
He's their go-to receiver. There's a punt by Evan Taylor. Nice punt taken by Roberts on the run at the 25, and a nice tackle there by number 11, Hunter Taylor, a senior. So
Hunter Taylor made a good play on that punt. Boy, I thought he was going by him. He just stuck that helmet in there and stopped him in his track. So
the return is up to the 38-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 Southside, down 21-0.
His dad must have showed him how to tackle. He's the son of a coach anyway, so he must have really showed him how to do that form tackle. Good job.
I was going to say that was a great form tackle there by Hunter. So let's see what Southside can do on their first possession here in the second half. There's a handoff and nothing there. E.J. Havis wrestles him down. That's number 22, Everett Grizzard.
Boy, Havis was all over that one.
Tell you, they really hadn't, I don't know the total stats in the first half for Southside, but it couldn't be really much.
No.
And not much of anything on the ground. You know, if you remember, their largest play was that 3rd and long, kind of a busted play.
Yeah.
Where they got that big gain and unsportsmanlike backed it up 15 yards.
Yeah, that was probably the
That's really been
play
it.
Of the game.
Yeah. 2nd and 12, loss of 2. Brooks Neesmith, the quarterback for the Panthers. He's a junior. He fakes the handoff, quick throw out, incomplete, looking for number 12, Bennett Reeves, a sophomore.
Well, he had Cal Bearden coming at him full on, too, so he had to get rid of that one in a hurry.
So it's now 3rd and 12 for the Panthers. other than a little lapse here and there, you can't complain about the Guntersville defense so far tonight. It's been pretty stout.
They've been pretty salty all night.
So let's see what they do here is, once again, Southside's playing behind the sticks. 3rd and 12 at their own 36-yard line. There's a snap. Looking. Incomplete. Looking for his receiver, number 1, Cody Roberts.
He kind of drilled that one a little low.
The Southside fans wanted an offsides there, and it was close, but no cigar there, so they will have to punt. Something I meant to mention in the first half, we have a new show coming on right after we sign off the air, and I believe the name of it is As We See It. And that's an emphasis on the S, the E, and the C, talking SEC football. So that will be after we sign off on our Guntersville Wildcat postgame show, As We See It. I think that's the name of it. Be here on WTWX following Wildcat football. There's the punt, and not much of a roll there, and it'll go dead at the Wildcat 44-yard line. It's a good field position for the Cats.
I don't know if we're going to come out pretty good on that one. I mentioned those linemen earlier. Carfano, Bryan, and Frazier, also our linebackers, doing a good job. Trevon Avery Clifton, E.J. Havis, Cal Bearden, and John McElrath. We've all mentioned them tonight. Yep. Evan Taylor and Nate Peterson over on the corners, and, of course, Brandon Fusell at the safety.
So Brandon made a huge play in the first half with about around the 30-yard pick six. So the Cats, their second possession here of the second half. Good field position at the 44. Spurgeon drops back to pass, looking for Jordan.
Oh! He lost his footing looking back for the ball.
Boy, if that could have been hit in stride, he would have been gone.
Well, Spurgeon was kind of under duress, so he had to kind of get rid of it quick. But
Jordan got kind of turned around a little bit.
He was off
there.
If he had got that one, he could have been off to the races.
He was twisted like a pretzel down here. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. So the Cats surprised the Panthers a little bit there. But it's 2nd and 10, 8:22 to go in the third. Still 21-0, Guntersville on top. And we have a whistle, and that'll be on the Cats. A legal procedure, that'll back them up 5. Really hadn't been many penalties.
That's our first procedure call tonight, which is a little unusual for a first game.
Yeah, usually you have a lot of penalties in a first game.
But Guntersville done pretty well so far tonight. First procedure call of the night on us.
But with good field position, though, the last thing you want is a penalty. So now it'll be 2nd and 15, backed up now to the 39-yard line. Be nice if the Cats here could muster a first down or two on this drive. Hand off to Gomera, and boy, he has stood up by the middle of that Panther defense.
Yeah, he barely made it back to the line. Maybe
half
a yard.
Yeah, if they're generous with a spot, maybe a half a yard. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 15. Well, they did give him a yard. 3rd and 14 from the 40. So this could be a big play here for the Southside Panther defense. They would like to get the ball back. Clock continues to roll. We're under 8 minutes to go in the third. 3 wide out. Gomera single setback. Spurgeon looks to pass. Finds Fusell, his first reception, and Brandon's fighting inside midfield to the 48. But it will be 2 yards short.
A little bit short of that first down.
Be a 4th and 2, but it does get them on the south side of the field. Let's see if the Cats try their patented draw them off sides maybe.
I'm going to say Southside been told to watch for that. Yep, there's the shift. Yep. No movement. Up. A little quick kick.
Nobody deep. Spurgeon with a quick kick inside the 20, the 15. It'll roll dead about the 13-yard line.
So Guntersville opting to pin them back deep.
Yep. Well, as good as the defense has played, it's not bad to do that, really.
Let your defense do their job.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 Southside from their own 13-yard line with 6:51 to go in the third. And Guntersville leads at 21-0. Once again, we want to thank some of our sponsors, Harrelson Drugs, Huddle House, Factory Connection, Sheriff Phil Sims, Hadwin House, and Carts by Design, and Charburger. Thank you for supporting Guntersville High School Wildcat football this 2022 season. Southside with the ball, 1st and 10, handoff. Nice hole there on the right side, and a few yards, gets over the 20 to the 21, pickup of about 8. That was number 23, Mason Teague with a carry.
Cole Bryan finally dragged him down. We got a player down.
Yeah, we have a Wildcat down on the play. And let's see if it's a cramp. Looks like it's a cramp.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this Community Channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
The injury timeout, that was number 33, Avery Clifton, but it looks like it was a bit of a cramp there as he was able to walk off the field there.
Yeah, it looked like they were stretching that hamstring out. I'm going to assume that's all it was.
As we come back to action here, it'll be a 2nd and 3 for the Panthers from their own 21-yard line after that 7-yard gain on the run by junior running back Mason Teague. Southside really needs to get them some points here before the end of this quarter. Clock now runs. 2nd and 3. Neesmith takes a snap, handoff, and a loss there.
Ooh, a host of Wildcats.
Number 22, Grizzard. No, that was actually Teague again on the ball carry, and that'll be a loss of about what he gained on the last play. Loss there of about 4, I would say.
Was that Cal Bearden, or was that Brooks Frazier leading the way there? Good to see that outside linebacker on the other side.
So 3rd and 7 from the 18. Another big 3rd down here as we're under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter here from Southside.
Yeah, that was 2nd and short. That was a big play for the loss.
That was a big loss of 4 there. Here they come on a blitz on that side. And incomplete.
Favorite receiver, number 1.
Yeah, Cody Roberts. Nice defense there.
He was running. He was running step for step with him, so that was great coverage there.
That was that Havis in coverage on the far side?
Couldn't tell.
I think it was. Well, Southside with a 4th and 7 at their own 18, not going to do anything crazy, 82 yards from the goal line. They're going to punt. Brandon Fusell standing back at the Panther paw print at midfield.
He always goes to his left. I'd load up that left side and put a rush on him.
There's a punt. Looks like a fairly nice punt. Good little roll there inside the 40, and it'll go dead at about the 38-yard line. So, hey, Jeff, I mean, here in the first half of this third quarter, we've just kind of gone back and forth here.
Just swapping possessions here.
Yeah, we're getting decent field position. They're really not, but nobody's doing anything with the ball right now.
Yeah, play it on their end of the field, though. So.
But, hey, time is our ally with a lead.
Yeah, up 21-0.
So, you know, we don't really have to score again.
No,
I mean, they've got to score.
Like we're talking about first game, so you want to work on the fundamentals. And like I said, we've been pretty disciplined. Only one procedure called tonight. So
Spurgeon with a handoff to Jordan. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Tripped up there, number 40, I thought.
Tell you, here in the second half, Southside's really done a nice job against the run.
Yeah, they made some adjustments at the half, and I've noticed they've stayed at home better, playing very disciplined, and they've done a little better job here in the second half.
Well, they're stacking that box, knowing that we're going to run most of the time.
Yeah.
Look at what they've got. Everybody within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage.
Right now, they don't look at Antonio as a major passing threat. And there goes Antonio. Hey, he's a running threat. Now, we have a flag thrown back here by the back judge.
Man, he threw that a long way.
He did. Looks like that needs to be an Olympic event. Back judge flag throwing. That one went about 30 yards, but I think it's coming back. Do we got a hold, possibly?
He must have seen something. Yep. Hold.
Maybe that's why Antonio broke loose. So it'll be a hold.
That was really on the backside, so it was unnecessary.
Will be a spot foul. So let's see where the ball is marked back to. Goes back to about the 31-yard line, where it'll be a second and long.
Well, you know, we jump out the big lead. It's a young team. You got to learn to maintain that intensity and focus. And I think, you know, we probably relaxed a little bit.
Yep. As a big penalty there, as Spurgeon looks to go back to throw. Has his receiver, Sam Kennedy. Nice reception there by Sam. Southside's trying to say no, but he did catch it at the 43-yard line.
They were trying to help the refs out.
Yeah.
They were just trying to help.
Was that it? A lot of refs in the stands, right? So nice pickup by Sam, so it'll be a 3rd and 5.
A little more manageable on the third down attempt now.
3rd and 5 from their own 43. Clock continues to run. We're at 3:45 and counting.
Guntersville taking their time, burning all of that play clock.
No reason to get in a hurry here with a 3-touchdown lead. Spurgeon rolls out to his left, looking for his man, Evan Taylor. He's got him.
Good throw, good catch.
Yeah, Evan inside the Panther 45 to the 43. Move the chains. First down, Wildcats. Nice throw and catch there.
Rolling out to his left. He got those shoulders squared, though, and he put that ball right on the money.
1st and 10 Wildcats, and new series of downs, and we're down to 3:33.
I think that's the first down either team's had this half.
I think you're right, Doc. We've been just swapping out 3 and outs.
We had one on that first possession.
Had one?
Yeah, I think so.
And there's another pass over here in front of us. Sam Kennedy, breaks loose. But the reason why he was able to get about another 20 yards, it looks like Fusell was going to be called for a penalty. I was watching Kennedy.
What did he do? He must have laid him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is a blindside block or hit? Is that what it is?
Because he ain't getting up.
Of course, Fusell's throwing his arms up like
I'll have to see watch a replay on that
Horizon,
one.
yeah.
Mike, what time are we on Horizon now? What's our replay schedule?
Or do we have one yet?
Channel 182. 6 o'clock on Sunday. That's on
6 in the morning. Yeah, you can follow Horizon on Facebook, but we will have that.
You can watch that replay Sunday evenings at 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, I did not see that.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and it's available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Olbrich and Patterson in Guntersville.
RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585. As loyal fans for over 6 decades, this team of former Wildcats is proud to support Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Beard & Beard Attorneys at Law would like to wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage their fans to attend the games and cheer them on.
Hi, this is Paul Harris with State Farm in Guntersville, your local State Farm agent. I am a proud Guntersville alumni and Wildcat athletic supporter. Please give us a call at 256-582-3250 or come by and see us at 1246 Gunter Avenue across from the gas board for all your insurance needs. We are here to help life go right. Best of luck and go Wildcats.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
As it continues to roll, handoff, nothing going for Julian Jordan there, maybe even a loss of one.
Yeah, Doc's right. They're loading up. They're throwing everybody on that run now, bringing them at the snap. Linebackers, that was 34, Titan Rich, probably their leading tackler tonight.
Of course, you know those last couple plays to pass to Taylor and to Sam, I'd go back to it in some fashion.
Well, like I said, I think he's done a little better throwing the ball on the rollouts when they roll it out either way.
He's not really what I call a drop-back passer. He's a lot better rolling out. There's a loss of 2 on the play, so the Cats going backwards a bit. It's 2nd and 21 from their own 46. Spurgeon rolling out, looking, going deep. Has his man, just off the fingertips. I think that was number 9, Cam Logan.
Now, that's not really Spurgeon's fault.
No.
The receiver hesitated for a second on that one.
That's actually a nice throw by Antonio there.
Yeah, he actually made a good throw there. The receiver hesitated for a second and then tried to turn it back on, but that was probably a pretty good throw by Spurgeon on that one.
So now it'll be 3rd and halfway back to Atala, 3rd and 21 from the 46. So what do the Cats do here? 2:35 left in the 3rd. If you have to punt, you should be able to punt them fairly deep, so I don't think you want to necessarily go crazy here on this 3rd down. But Spurgeon is rolling out, and hey, he's going to load up and try it again. And boy, there, Evan Taylor had to play defender.
Yeah, and he played pretty good defense on that one. So good job, Evan Taylor.
He went very quickly from receiver to DB.
And he knocked it flat out of his hand.
So with 2:27 left in the 3rd.
And we got another flag, unsportsmanlike,
an eligible player, but it'll be declined. So Guntersville will have to punt.
But being just short of midfield, like you said, we should
be able to
punt. We
punt
should be
them
able to
deep.
pin them deep.
Yep.
And they really hadn't had anything sustained all night.
No, they've had, the 2 or 3 drives of this half, and basically it's been 3 and outs. I don't think and I'd like to know their stats for the game. They can't have more than 2 or 3 first downs for the game, I don't think.
I wouldn't think it'd be much over that.
Evan Taylor back to punt. Nice high punt away from Cody Roberts, and it goes out of bounds at the 15. Nice punt by Evan Taylor.
Yeah, good kick.
As Roberts is a dangerous returner, and he made sure he kept it away from him. So with 2:18 to go in the 3rd, we're still at where we were at halftime. 21-0. Once again, Southside starts in bad field position. I want to say their last drive started at their own 13. This one starts at their 15.
Yeah, going back to Spurgeon on that long throw, he was on the roll. They was on the rollout again. I think his best ball has all been on the rollouts when they roll him out either way.
And like you said, you can't really blame him on that one before.
No, I think the receiver hesitated a touch, he looked like.
Here's a straight-ahead handoff, and nothing going with that center of that line. Was that 44 in first?
Yeah, Cal Bearden.
Cal Bearden, a junior. Clock continues to run. We're now under 2 minutes to go.
44 and 46, Cal Bearden and Brooks Frazier both had good nights tonight on that defense.
Yep. Call it a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 from the 15, or just inside the 15-yard line. Brooks Neesmith back to pass. Has his receiver wide open. That's the first time a receiver's really broke loose, and that is number 11.
Yeah, that was a good pattern there.
But we have a penalty way back here at the 8-yard line.
Going to be holding
a hold. It's coming back.
That's why he had so much time to throw. But the receiver did a good job.
He did.
He ran a deep slant, cut it back in to kind of split our defenders, and good throw by the quarterback.
One thing about this quarterback, Jeff, of course, I guess you could say this about a lot of quarterbacks, but particularly him, you can't give him a lot of time in the pocket.
No,
he will he'll pick you apart, and kudos to the Wildcat defense. They've just not given much time.
If you hold,
well, if you hold now, that's a different. Yeah, sure. I could probably complete a 20-yard pass if everybody's being held. So that'll back it up to the 4. So, boy, they're in the shadows of their own end zone here. 2nd down and 21 from the 4. I don't know many plays in the playbook. A 2nd and 21 from your own 4. Clock continues to run. 1:15 to go in the 3rd. Rolls back from his own end zone. He's being pressured. Oh, boy, nothing there but a Wildcat.
Trevon Avery, just a touch over his head, or he could have taken that one to the end zone.
He's limping a little. It might be a cramp. It's a little bit humid out here tonight, even though we got a bit of a breeze now.
It cooled a little bit after the spot of rain, but it was very muggy when we first arrived.
Yes. Trayvon might have to come out for a play. I don't know, but he's staying in there, but he's kind of giving to that leg a little bit. 3rd and 21 from the 4. If you're the Cats here, you just don't want to give up anything deep. Keep it in front of you.
Yep.
1:07 to go, 3rd quarter. Drops back from his own end zone. Once again, he's pressured. Did he get out of the tackle box there? No safety. No intentional grounding.
No, it's Brooks Frazier that time.
So now they are going to have to punt it from deep in their end zone with 59.3 to go.
He had to dump that one. Brooks Frazier, he was eating him up.
So, needless to say, the Cats should get excellent field position.
Like I said, he uses that rugby-style kick, but he goes to his left every time. It'd be his right. It goes to his right every time, so I'd load up on that left side of our defensive line, see if I could.
You definitely don't want to rough him, but hey, I would be in his end zone. I'd go after him, but don't touch him.
Up. Yeah.
Oh boy, that is a line drive. Oh my goodness. Fussell bobbled it. Do they have it? That's one I'd have probably just let go.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Southside ball. At the 30.
Rare mistake from Fussell. He tried to get it on the hop there.
Yeah.
It kind of bounced off his hands.
Boy, that went from what would have been excellent field position for the Cats to Southside having life again at their own 30-yard line.
But bounced right off his hands. The Southside.
I feel like if we had one more score, we'd definitely put away. It's kind of like we just, I don't know.
Can't get over that hump.
Can't get over the hump. It's kind of like we're stuck in the mud. We need to kick in the 4-wheel drive or something here. I don't know. So once again, the Panthers with another life. Instead of Guntersville having the ball at the Southside 30, Southside has it again, 1st and 10. Run right up the gut. Big gain here. Out near midfield, but we got flags all over the place, everywhere. And I'm thinking that will probably.
Face mask.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of.
Face mask?
Yep.
Okay.
So we're
I was wondering if it would be a hold, but it looks like it's going to be a face mask. Yeah, that would tack on at the end, so that'll put the ball in Guntersville territory.
It'll be a big run.
I'm going to tell you guys, letting them out, they're on 4-yard
Oh,
line.
my goodness, yeah.
And here we are inside our 40.
So we went from them punting at their 4 to them having the ball 1st and 10 at our 37.
I don't know, you just kind of feel like we've lost intensity.
Yeah.
Somewhere, making mistakes and just
and you don't see Brandon make mistakes like that.
No, you really
either.
don't.
1st and 10 Panthers from the 37. Straight ahead handoff, nothing there. Host of Wildcats there in the center. And that very well could be the last play of the third quarter.
Avery Clifton making the stop on that one.
Let's see if that's the last play. And there's a 9-second differential in the play clock and the game clock. They might run another one, and they might not. Down to 6, 5. Doesn't look like they will. And they don't. So we're at the end of 3 quarters from Southside High School, and we're where we were at halftime. Guntersville leads it 21-0, but Southside driving after the turnover. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
I knew at a very early age I wanted to be a pharmacist. I started working in a drugstore dipping ice cream at 15 years old.
Buddy is not only my mentor and my boss, he's also my uncle. It's a small town and we live in a great community. They're not only patients to us, they're friends.
He and his staff go above and beyond in treating you as a person, not as a prescription number.
Everyone loves Buddy Bunch. Everyone in this community loves and appreciates it.
Buddy's in Montgomery when we're having our legislative session days, when we have committee meetings. He's always there. He's educating us on what it truly means to the independent pharmacist.
Health Mart's been a part of my business about as long as Health Mart has existed, and it feels like you have someone to kind of lean on, almost like you have a home office you can call if you have a problem.
The big guys, your son or your daughter wake up sick in the middle of the night, they're not going to come and open their doors. Buddy Bunch does that for people. He does that.
You wake up in the morning and you know you're going to the pharmacy and you know you're going to be there about 10 hours. You better like it, and I really do. I wouldn't do anything else.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
Chance, yep.
Because that's all they need. Old momentum with a score could swing to their side. There's a pass, tipped off the hands of Roberts and incomplete.
A little bit of a dangerous throw. That was he kind of threw that one to a crowd. It was a good throw, but
it was in traffic.
It was a lot of traffic in there.
So that'll be 3rd and 9, and you would think it would be 4-down territory this deep for Southside. 3rd and 9 from the Wildcat 36.
We're going to have to get a little more pressure on that quarterback. We've done a pretty good job of it tonight.
Yeah, overall, the defense has played great overall. You can't really fault the defense. Turnovers have hurt a bit, which, I mean, you expect that in the first game. So here we are, 3rd and 9. A little jump pass there to right, and it's incomplete.
Yeah,
that's kind of odd. Yeah, that's a little odd from the get-go.
There, yeah.
So on a 4th and 9, wouldn't you say this is definitely 4-down territory since we're in the fourth quarter?
I would imagine
at the 36.
So, yeah. You know, until this drive and the big run there and the penalty, I doubt they had 100 yards before this drive.
I'm sure it was. I think they had less than 100 yards and only about 2 or 3 first downs.
Yeah, defense been very salty all night.
So this could be huge right here. A first down would give Southside new life. A turnover would put one of the nails in the coffin tonight. Wouldn't be completely shut yet, though. Neesmith back to pass, looks for his receiver, and he finds him, but it's short. It's going to be a yard short.
Yeah, he's going to be short even if he did catch it. I'm not sure he caught it.
I think it was a good catch, but his momentum carried him down, knees down. It'll be a first down, Wildcats from the 28. So he needed 9. He got 8.
Yeah, he was going for the first down marker, but the ball was a little low, so he kind of slid down. So
that was number 4, a junior, Timothy Moats. But it will be a yard short, so 1st and 10 Cats as they dodge a bullet there off the turnover. So, Doc, as we go in this fourth quarter here, we need to get some momentum back and wake up a bit.
We got to get more than one first down. We got to sustain a drive.
Right.
We hadn't put this bunch away. They've hung in here for 3 quarters now. We just can't do it.
Hadn't put them away. Like I mentioned earlier, we have not sustained a drive all night. And there we go, and they know what we're going to do right there, and Gomera is
they crashed.
Swamped in the backfield, a
crashed
loss of
that
3.
Line hard at the snap, suspecting the run was coming.
So it's 2nd and 13 from the 25. Of course, you want the clock to continue to run, which it is, but you also want to get at least a first down or 2 here. 2nd and 13 from the 25. Sam Kennedy and Brandon Fusell split out wide near us. C.J. Gomera in the backfield. C.J. will get the ball. A little bit of a hole there. There goes C.J. Rumble stumbles and a first down for the Cats at the 39. Boy.
Kept the balance. He had some room there.
Yep. At the 39, it'll be a 1st and 10, and Gomera still on the turf. I don't know if maybe he got his leg or foot a little twisted up there maybe.
Could have. But a big first down for the Cats anyway.
Huge first down.
Big run for Gomera.
So we will take a quick timeout here with the injury. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family. Looking for a lawn care service to add a fresh look to your home or business? Shelton Lawn Service can take your property to the next level with an emphasis on quality and affordability. Whether you're looking to maintain your current yard or ready to refresh your design, the Shelton Lawn Service professionals can handle the job. They love to help clients create the landscape of their dreams and rediscover the beauty of being outdoors. For a free estimate, give Brandon Shelton a call today at 256-293-8816. As the Electric Board of Guntersville, we want you to know that we are your partner in the community, providing reliable electricity and exceptional customer service. We're committed to helping our community succeed as it continues to grow. The Electric Board of Guntersville strives for excellence and takes pride in everything we do. No street light is too small or substation too big for us not to do the job well. And we hope our commitment, character, and integrity shine through every time you meet us as we empower our community to be the best it can be.
Shelton Body Shop, Highway 79 South in Guntersville is the place to go when you need auto body repair of any type. Jeff Shelton will be happy to give you a free estimate. And remember, it's not your insurance company's decision. You have a choice about which body shop you'd like to use for your repair work. Shelton Body Shop is on Highway 79 South. Call 256-582-8869. Shelton Body Shop, serving North Alabama's auto repair and refinishing needs for 51 years. A business built on faith and Christian values.
He's
still a smaller fella.
Yep.
All right, we're not back on yet. So let's see here. We really need to keep this drive going and eat some clock. Back here at action, Gomera had a cramp, so good to see him go off the field under his own power. Hand off to Julian Jordan. And Julian over the 40 to about the 42, pick up a 3.
Not a lot there. They were crowding it, but he got a little pick. But he got 4 out of it anyway. So good running by Jordan.
So it'll be a 2nd and 7. Clock winding down to the 10-minute mark.
You know, I'd kind of like to see us try to get to the corner because there's stuff in that middle every time we run.
Oh, yeah.
If we could just get a little bit to the outside, I think we could break one.
Yeah, stretch it out a little bit.
Once again, the Cats in no hurry, under 10 on the play clock. Now down to 5 on the play clock. Spurgeon with a little read option takes it himself. Bulls ahead to the 45, and it'll be 3rd and 4.
Yeah, going to pick up a couple out of it.
Continue to eat up a few more seconds.
Clock's still running. I don't know if I wouldn't roll him out a little bit, though. Let him throw it or run it, too. You can keep it on the ground that way, too. He's effective as a runner.
I would probably do some kind of rollout right here. Play clock. Once again, bleeding it a bit, down to 15. 3rd and 4. Pitch out to Jordan. Julian tries to hit that boundary. Does he get enough for the first down, or is it just short?
There. Good call. Tall sweep. Power out to the outside. Let him stretch it to the sideline.
Is it just short, Doc, or does he have it? Or can you tell?
He got it.
I thought he had it at first, but it looks like it might be marked maybe
just short.
Yep, just a little short. Boy, do you roll the dice. 4th and 1 at the 49. I don't know.
I don't know either, guys.
Yeah, that's
as
a
good
tough
as our
one.
defense is playing.
Yeah, they played well,
Yeah.
and if you get a first down, you're going to milk a few more minutes. I don't know. He might do the old pooch quick kick. Hard to say. That's why I'm not a coach. And nobody back, and it looks like not going to get much of a roll, but nobody back. It's going to be inside the 25 to about the 23. And once again, the way the defense is played, Southside's got to go about 77 yards now.
Make them earn it. Yep.
Right.
Still up 3 touchdowns with
yep.
just under 9 minutes.
Because they're going to have to take some chances.
Yeah.
They're going to have to start going downfield.
Yeah, they're going to have to put it up for grabs, and we've missed Fusel got one good chance and took it to the end zone, and we've missed a couple of other close chances. So.
I'd like to remind everybody we will be back at the friendly confines for our home opener next week at Chorba-Lee Stadium as the Wildcats will host the Lawrence County Red Devils, team we hadn't seen in quite a few years. Pre-game roughly at 6:45 and kickoff at 7 o'clock from Guntersville next week. There's a little swing out to Roberts. Not much there after the catch. The 2nd and probably about 7. I think he got 2, maybe 3 on that. They're showing on the scoreboard 4. Well, I didn't think he got 4 on that, but that's what they're showing is 2nd and 6.
Cole Bryan from that inside lineman spot, even out there on the tackle there. That's good hustle. You like to see that out of those linemen.
Once again, the clock continues to run. Neesmith out to Roberts, right through his hands, but I don't think he'd have got much on that. That was nice coverage there.
I think Taylor was over there, had him pretty well covered. A couple other Cats over there, too.
So he might have been better off with the incompletion. It at least stops the clock. 3rd and 6. .8:20 on the clock. Wildcat football tonight here on WTWX 95.9 FM in Guntersville. Stay with us after our post game. We'll have a new show airing as we see it, with an emphasis on the S, E, and C. There's a handoff, nice little run there, and it'll be a first down for the Panthers to the 35-yard line. I would like to see their final stats or their stats. I think that was probably first down. It couldn't be more than, 4 or 5 for the game, probably?
Probably so.
And they're going to need a string of them right here to have any glimmer of hope. 1st and 10 at the 35. There's another handoff. Boy, Havis.
Havis right there on the spot said, nope.
Says not tonight to number 23, Mason Teague. That'll be a loss of a couple. 2nd down and 12. Once again, clock continues to run. Southside with their full allotment of timeouts here in the half. Neesmith back to pass. Looking. Finds his receiver. That's number 4, Timothy Moats, and he's taken down in Guntersville territory. Another first down. That's the first, I believe, back-to-back first downs of the evening for the Panthers.
Yep, Avery over there to save a touchdown.
Yes. He broke one tackle, and Avery did save it. 1st and 10 Panthers from the Guntersville 47. Clock winding down near 7 minutes to go. Neesmith out here in the flats. Oh, drops it, but I tell you, I don't think anything would have been there either.
We were covered, had a good read on it and covered it up pretty well.
So 2nd and 10. Clock stops at 7:07. Once again, stay with us after the game for a brief post-game show, and then we'll go to a new show on the station talking about SEC football as we see it. Okay, Blake confirmed that's the name of it. I was going off memory. AP and Kelly. AP Kelly. I'm sorry. I actually listened to a little bit of it before a preview. Good show, so you can tune in for that. And we do have a timeout on the field by Guntersville, and we'll take it with them. 21-0, Cats on top. Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunter Avenue in Guntersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Here on a 2nd down, back to pass, finds his receiver. That's number 4 again, Timothy Moats. And he breaks out of a tackle inside the Guntersville 30 to the 28.
Yeah, they go to trips on one side, overload one side, and they leave that solitary receiver, and we're playing it a little soft, so that's where both of his big gains have come from.
So by far the best drive of the game by the Panthers, and we have 6:50 left on the clock.
Best drive by either team.
Oh, yeah, by far.
Going to go to the ground this time.
Yeah, pickup of a couple there. That's number 23, Mason Teague. Be a 2nd and 8.
Frazier again on the tackle there.
Clock, though, is the ally of the Wildcats.
Yeah,
6:25 to go.
They need to be throwing the ball. These 2-yard runs aren't going to get them 3 scores.
No. They'll have to score, and I would think possibly onside kick with only 6 minutes to go if they score. Nice pressure put on here, but a nice catch inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal. That's number 8, Caden McMichael, a junior.
Yeah, and he had the pressure coming on him, but he did a good job getting that ball off, made a good throw with it.
And we have let's see, this is an officials timeout. Looks like it's going to be a heat break, officials timeout. We'll take it with them. 6:06 to go. Cats up 21-0. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football. out. Jeff finally was able to find a county score for us from Jacksonville in the fourth quarter. The Jacksonville Golden Eagles lead Boaz 27-7, which, if I'm not mistaken, in the poll, Jacksonville was ranked 4th in their classification. So a good team there in Jacksonville leading the Pirates 27-7. We're back to action here. A 1st and goal for the Panthers from the 9-yard line. Back to pass. Looking in the end zone. Incomplete through the receiver's hands and also through the hands of number 4, which was our quarterback, Antonio Spurgeon, back there in coverage. 2nd and goal.
That's the only local score I can find.
Is that it? Yeah, last report I heard from Douglas, which I could probably get another one before we sign off, was 14-0. The Eagles leading Susan Moore.
All right, you'd like to see the defense make a stand here, though. Keep this shutout going.
There's a handoff to Teague. He stumbles down to the 5-yard line where it'll be a 3rd and goal.
That was the quarterback on the tackle that time. Spurgeon pulling double duty tonight.
Clock continues to run, though. 5:30 to go. Caps up 21-0. Been that way a long time. Was that Spurgeon that came out with a cramp? Somebody, limped off the field. I hope it's just a cramp. That's one of the things when you go both ways. And we have a timeout, Guntersville. We'll take it with them, 21-0 Cats. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Your 3rd and goal from the 5. And Antonio Spurgeon just went off with a cramp, thankfully. Southside has to score on this drive. They look to the end zone. Touchdown. Number 1, Cody Roberts. Gives the home team something to cheer about with 5:13 to go in the game. It's 21-6. Does look like the defense is a little tired.
Starting to get a little winded, but you got to give credit to Southside.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good, solid drive down the field.
That's by far the best drive of the night.
On either side, really.
Exactly, yeah.
So give credit to Coach Holcomb keeping his guys focused, getting them to maintain a drive there. And 5 minutes, still on the board. You never know.
21-6. Extra point is up and good. So a 5:13 to go in the game. Southside's on the board. And Guntersville's lead is now cut to 21-7. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and it's available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Steve and Marilyn Murphy invite you to visit Harrelson Drugs. In addition to being your trusted healthcare resource, Harrelson carries a great selection of gifts and collectibles. You'll find aisles of the most popular names and brands suitable for any occasion. They're also your source for customized invitations and printing. You'll always find an all-occasion card to say exactly what you feel. Harrelson's also carries convenience groceries from the shelf and from the cooler. Harrelson Drugs on the corner of Olbrich and Patterson in Guntersville.
RE/MAX Guntersville is a proud supporter of the Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the year. For all your real estate needs, call on the local professional staff at RE/MAX Guntersville, 256-582-5585. As loyal fans for over 6 decades, this team of former Wildcats is proud to support Guntersville City Schools academics and athletics. Beard and Beard Attorneys at Law would like to wish our local schools the best of luck and encourage their fans to attend the games and cheer them on.
Hi, this is Paul Harris with State Farm in Guntersville, your local State Farm agent. I am a proud Guntersville alumni and Wildcat athletic supporter. Please give us a call at 256-582-3250 or come by and see us at 1246 Gunter Avenue across from the gas port for all your insurance needs. We are here to help life go right. Best of luck and go Wildcats.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
We'll see.
Oh, here's the local score. Brindley Mountain up 26-20 over Cherokee, trying to end a 43-game losing streak. So,
boy, let's hear it for the Brindley Mountain Lions trying to break the long. That's got to be one of the longest streaks probably in the state,
43,
too, isn't it?
I would think, yeah.
And I just got an update from Douglas. Douglas all over Susan Moore, 37-7. So the Eagles are going to start their 2022 campaign 1-0. And Southside will kick it deep. Nobody back. Hopefully that ball go in the end zone. Ooh, boy, it just did.
That could have been
that could have been disaster there. Yeah. But it did go in the end zone, so it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 20. So if you're Guntersville here, you still got a 2-touchdown lead. If you can just sustain one drive,
a couple of first
downs,
really. Yeah, really a couple of first downs.
Yeah. But they hadn't been able to do that in the second half. So let's see how conservative they play it here with just over 5 minutes to go. And the lead has been trimmed from 3 touchdowns to just 2. So you never know in the game of football. Spurgeon back in the game, handoff, nothing there. Southside's got all 3 of their timeouts, and it looks like they're going to start using. Oh, officials timeout. We have a player down. Let's see.
It's going to be another cramp. I see.
Yeah, we've had. Yeah, I can't tell the number, but there's been
stretch him out.
Here in this second half, there's been quite a few cramp victims.
That's Gomera. I was fixing to say, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, you know, all of them have been on our team, though.
Yep. Well, CJ is going out with a cramp. Don't know how long he'll be out with that. And you've got a 2nd and 10. So let's see.
I'm like you. I think that stretch plays make that defense chase you a little bit. That tall sweep to.
And if need be, let Antonio
Jordan
run it.
Yeah, that tall sweep to Jordan. Call on the long 3rd down earlier. I thought that was a good play call.
Yeah, just stretch the field out a little bit. Little surprised maybe Southside has not used a timeout yet, as we are definitely bleeding the clock. We still can use 20 more seconds, and we're still in the huddle.
That 40-second clock makes a difference, doesn't it? It really has.
Under 10 on the play clock, 4:30 on the game clock. Cats really need a first down. As soon as I say that, Spurgeon breaks loose here in front of us. 30. Oh, my goodness. A hold that was not needed in front of the play. Oh, boy.
That's like I said, this first game is things you want to work on. You got to work on that.
Doc, here in the second half, we've been our worst enemy.
Totally
on worst enemy some.
You know, as few penalties as were in the first half.
We're making up for it now.
We're making up for it, and stupid penalties.
That was a first down and another set of downs.
And it was 20 yards away from the play.
So it will be marked off from the 35 back to the 25, so it's still manageable. Still a pickup on the play, actually, a pickup of 5.
Spot foul.
Spot foul, yeah. So not the end of the world, but you could have had a 1st and 10 out here at about the 35-yard line.
Yeah, you still lost 10 yards on the first down.
I know it's game 1, but I think Coach Reese probably next week will have a lot of stuff to go over.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of things to point out.
Well, at least we'll get an extra play here and take more time off the clock.
That's right. We're down to 4 minutes. Hand off to Julian Jordan. Jordan gets 2 or maybe 3. Nice, tough run off the left side by Julian.
Get him a couple out of it, I think.
So right here, you're going to have a 3rd and 3. Boy, would a first down not be nice right here.
Jordan, he just looks so close to breaking them every time.
He does.
He's a good runner, and he just make one more break.
At the end of this game, we have to call a McDonald's of Guntersville offensive and defensive MVP. I'll have to admit, for me on offense, that's going to be maybe one of my toughest assignments since I've been doing this. And we have a whistle. Looks like we're going to have a timeout Southside. So they will use a valuable timeout here on this 3rd and short for Guntersville, and we'll take it with them. 21-7. We're getting down to the stretch here. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football. Barney Hood Stadium, a crucial 3rd and 3 for the Cats. And just as soon as we say tall sweep, during the break, there is one, but boy, they had it red. Not much there for Jordan.
He's actually going to lose on that one, I think.
And let's see. Yeah, he's going to lose at least a yard
assume they took
there.
a timeout there. Stop the clock.
Yeah, I would think it would have to be. Otherwise, why would it stop? Yeah, Southside's going to use their second timeout. So we'll take yet another timeout, too. 3:07 to go. This is Guntersville High School Wildcat football.
Oh.
Boy, that was close.
Uh-huh.
Boy, that was dangerous right there. Woo.
He got it to the 50, though.
My goodness.
With 3 minutes left.
Back to live action here at Southside. Evan Taylor's punt to midfield. Dangerous catch there by the return man, Cody Roberts, but he hangs on to it.
The snap was a little high. Evan he did a good job getting it out of there under a lot of pressure. They were bringing the pressure going for the block, too, so good job by Taylor getting that out of there.
So Southside, the ball is sitting directly on the midfield stripe with 2:59 to go in the game and down by 2 scores. So it's not completely over yet. There's still a ray of hope for the Panthers with the ball. Low snap.
There comes
What nice pressure put on by Havis. Clifton also chases along with McElrath, and he's chased out of bounds inside Wildcat territory to about the 47.
Yeah, we brought Havis on the blitz that time. Not going to give him time to beat us.
Yep.
Make him do something with it.
But he did get out of bounds, so it did stop the clock with 2:52 to go. 2nd and 8 from the Wildcat 48. And that'll back them up 5. That's not what the Panthers needed, a legal procedure, so it's now 2nd and 13 back on their side of the field.
Putting them back across the 50, though.
Yep. Go from the Guntersville 48 to their own 47. 2nd and 13. Once again, if you're the Wildcats, you don't want anything to go behind you. Neesmith back to pass. Nice pressure put on. He'll have to run it. He gets back on plus side of the field to about the 46.
Finally brought down by Cal Bearden.
Yep, but it's going to be a 3rd and 6. Clock continues to run with 2:30 to go in this one. Southside down to just 1 timeout. Boy, nice pressure there put on by the Cats. Neesmith breaks the pressure. He'll tuck it and run, get out of bounds. First down, Southside, inside the 40-yard line.
Yeah, he's not a bad runner
No.
himself. We had pretty good pressure on it, but he broke it outside. And
nice run by the junior, Brooks Neesmith.
Managed to get that clock stopped and get the first down.
Yep. 2:10 to go. 1st and 10 from the Wildcat 39. Neesmith back to pass, looking deep, intercepted. 2nd interception of the night by Fusel.
Hold on.
Best for Brandon to just hold on and go down, and he does at the 27-yard line. And I think you can about turn out the lights at Barney Hood Stadium. With $1:58 left, it's Guntersville ball up 21-7. I guess, Jeff, this is a good time for us to mention the MVPs.
Well, you just saw the defensive MVP.
You had it easy tonight.
Yeah, that was his 2nd interception, the first one for the pick 6. So I'll have to go with Brandon tonight.
So the defensive player of the game, Brandon Fusel.
That's going to be my defensive player.
Offense now.
But
I guess I've stalled long enough. I tell you, it's tough, and it's been a first game, but I guess I'm going to give it to C.J. Gomera. Yeah. C.J. had some good, tough runs. Speaking of tough runner, here's Julian Jordan. I can hear the coaches inside the press box just screaming, hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
There's a penalty. That's probably on us, if I had to guess.
I'd say a hold, probably the way
probably several holds, yeah.
Yeah. Let me mention some other guys. A great defensive effort tonight. Brooks Frazier, Cal Bearden, E.J. Havis, and Cole Bryan. All of those guys had over 5 tackles tonight. Cole Bryan, the senior this year, he's had a good career. And, boy, you see him hustling, making tackles on the outside, the big guy. That's what you like to see.
You could about give a Big Mac combo or whatever they get to the whole defense.
Yeah.
But I'd probably get in trouble for that.
Great effort tonight.
But it was a great effort. I think they get –
Brandon with the 2 picks and
yeah.
one of them for a touchdown. We'll have to go with him for our player of the game on the first game tonight.
So our McDonald's of Guntersville, players of the game, C.J. Gomera and Brandon Fusel, as we have 1:49 to go in this one. Talking about a little bit of SEC football. Straight ahead run there, I believe that was Gomera. And CJ gets it out over the 25 to the 26.
Finals coming in, Douglas 37, Susan Moore 7.
Wow, big win for the Eagles there, putting it on the Susan Moore Bulldogs out of Blount County.
Good start for the Douglas Eagles.
1-0 start for them. Have you seen a final yet on that Boaz Jacksonville game? It was 27-7.
Central of Phoenix City 23, Hewitt Trussville 7. So
that was a game between two giants there. There's another handoff right up the gut to Gomera over the 30 to the 31, and it looks like Southside will use their final timeout, and we'll. Back to action here at Southside. Big 3rd and 9 here. Southside used their last timeout. Spurgeon's just going to be conservative, eat some clock and stay in bounds. Be taken down at the 30, no gain. It'll be 4th and 9. Clock is under a minute. There is a 16-second differential between the play clock and game clock, so we're at least going to have to punt. Last thing you want here is a butchered snap, anything crazy, you know. Just want to be able to get it off. Looks like Antonio will do one of his little quick kicks here with 25 seconds to go in the game. Well, now he goes up under center. They have one timeout, so I think they use it right before the play clock went to 0, and they did. So that's everybody's timeouts, and we'll just stay here.
I knew at a very early age I wanted to be a pharmacist. I started working in a drugstore dipping ice cream at 15 years old.
Buddy is not only my mentor and my boss, he's also my uncle. It's a small town and we live in a great community. They're not only patients to us, they're friends.
He and his staff go above and beyond in treating you as a person, not as a prescription number.
Everyone loves Buddy Bunch. Everyone in this community loves and appreciates it.
Buddy's in Montgomery when we're having our legislative session days, when we have committee meetings. He's always there. He's educating us on what it truly means to the independent pharmacist.
Health Mart's been a part of my business about as long as Health Mart has existed, and it feels like you have someone to kind of lean on, almost like you have a home office you can call if you have a problem.
The big guys, your son or your daughter wake up sick in the middle of the night, they're not going to come and open their doors. Buddy Bunch does that for people. He does that.
You wake up in the morning and you know you're going to the pharmacy and you know you're going to be there about 10 hours. You better like it, and I really do. I wouldn't do anything else.
Congratulations to Buddy Bunch and his staff at Bunch Pharmacy as they were honored as the 2022 Health Mart National Pharmacy of the Year.
First Baptist Church of Guntersville is another proud supporter of Guntersville High School. Best of luck to the Wildcats throughout the seasons.
He's going to be worried about his passing threat right now. Like you said, Doc, you can't be one-dimensional. But, hey, first game, hopefully it'll all get sorted out. As the Cats are back to punt, and we have a whistle, and what we don't need is a penalty, and it is a false start.
Oh, so we need a good snap here.
Yeah, right here with 13.6 on the clock, all you want to accomplish here is good snap, good kick, and go home. Southside does have a player deep. I would keep it away from him. This is a very dangerous Cody Roberts, number 1.
Bad snap.
Bad snap, and it's was it partially blocked or not? I couldn't really tell.
I don't know.
Clock's running. Nobody's going to touch it. Will it run out? The officials finally call it dead with 2-7.
Yeah, you know, that's 3 bad snaps we've had in a row on the punt.
Yep.
We're going to have to get that correct.
Yep. Yeah. A lot to work on.
First game,
week.
There's always plenty to work on,
yep.
Plenty of mistakes to correct. So.
But, hey, we're going to get out of here with a W.
That's what counts.
Yep. So I guess Coach Reese will be kind of happy, kind of upset, I guess you could say. You know, there's always things to work on, which the defense, I thought as a whole, was spectacular.
And they were on the field for a whole lot the second half, too. So
only a deep prevent here, as this should be the last play of the game, as Neesmith will have to look in the end zone. And it's intercepted, and a knee is taken. The interception, number 6, John Michael McElrath, to seal the deal. And the final score is Guntersville 21 and the Southside Panthers 7. We wish Southside well in their region this year. They start 0-1. The Cats 1-0 and come home to play the Lawrence County Red Devils next week, as both teams and coaches meet now at midfield. And we'll stay put. And Doc should have Coach Reese here in just a few seconds with a word or two. Are we going to try to get one of our players of the game? Or
I think I'll just deal with Coach Reese here.
All right.
He probably got enough to say.
Yep.
Coach, we got off to a quick start and just kind of had to hang on there for the last 3 quarters.
Yeah, we did. I was kind of disappointed we weren't able to move the ball a little bit more. Several times we were just a foot or so away from a big play, when you got a good team down, though, you've got to put them away, and we didn't do that. Really proud of our defense. We're just a hair away from a shutout. I think our special teams have improved. So let me tell you something. You come to Gadsden, play Southside on the road, a win's a good win.
A win's a win for sure. We got a lot of things we need to work on. Obviously, we turned the ball over a couple times. Things will get better.
Yeah,
we just got things.
Yeah, we got 7 new guys on both sides of the ball. We're going to work hard and be better next week, and we got to be better coaches too. So.
And we will. I know we will. So glad to get out of here with a win. We got to get that killer instinct once we get somebody down and put them away.
Yeah. Hope everybody will come out next week for our home opener.
All right, Coach. Congratulations on another win and the.
That's number 99.
What y'all say? The longest.
Hey, does he know that?
Game? No, I don't think he does.
Longest road streak in the state. 13 games now.
In the state.
That sounds great to me. We better get one next week at home.
All right, guys. Here we kicked off another season. It's great to be back down here, and just next week, Lawrence County. We need to take care of business there, and then head into the region play.
That's right. Well, Doc, be careful heading back to Marshall County. Always good to get away with a W on the road, and we'll see you next week.
All right. Sounds good, guys.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373. Shane Vandegrift and the Lake Guntersville Real Estate Team are proud supporters of the Guntersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Guntersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Guntersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcats. If you're looking for a rental home or apartment in the Guntersville area, call on Bonds Real Estate. Visit bondsrealestate.com to search their extensive list of available properties. Shane Vandegrift and the Lake Guntersville Real Estate Team are proud supporters of the Guntersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Guntersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Guntersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcats.
As the city of Guntersville continues to grow and prosper, your Guntersville Water Board keeps pace with their commitment to invest in state-of-the-art facility and technology upgrades as they prepare to provide customers with unsurpassed quality of life for decades to come. Most notably, perhaps, is the extensive renovations to the award-winning Sunset Water Treatment Facility on Willow Beach Road, which supplies safe and reliable drinking water to over 5,500 customers from Sand Mountain to Connors Island. And behind the scenes, multi-million-dollar investments in infrastructure such as water towers, sewer lines, and the recent extensive renovation to the East Lake wastewater plant demonstrate Guntersville Water Board's commitment to meeting the business and residential demands of this growing progressive city. For more information on the Guntersville Water Board, including fast and easy online bill payment, visit their informative website, gvillewater.com.
At the Driving Factor, we know you're looking for a reliable vehicle.
Whether you're heading to work,
headed to play,
or taking the grandkids to the beach.
Are we there yet?
At the Driving Factor, every vehicle comes with a warranty for the length of the contract.
And you get a Carfax with every purchase.
We make everything easy, from the application process, the approval, or to the payments, either online or in store.
At the Driving Factor, we're not your ordinary buy here, pay here dealer.
If you're looking for a rental home or apartment in the Guntersville area, call on Bonds Real Estate. Visit bondsrealestate.com to search their extensive list of available properties. Shane Vandergriff and the Lake Guntersville Real Estate team are proud supporters of the Guntersville City Schools and Wildcat Athletics. They encourage you to get out and support your local sports. If you're thinking of buying or selling a home, the best call you can make is Lake Guntersville Real Estate at 256-582-0112. Visit their informative website, shanev.com. They're your source for real estate in the Lake Guntersville area. They'll support you through the entire process, just like they support the Wildcats.
If you need reliable family transportation, you need to see us. Every vehicle is warranted for the life of your contract and comes with a free Carfax. It's why we say,
The Driving Factor, beyond your normal buy here, pay here.